Oh, she apparently has gotten us a treat. It's not a donut, though. Should we get Rosewater on? I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. Let's get the game on. I have got one note in my notebook. Underlined a bunch of times. Welcome in, Shin. Oh, I have done the right thing. I have done the right thing. I had nightmares about that. Hoi. 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 Good luck with work. I hope work is fine. To drive by, I guessed it would be. Hello, goodbye, Shin. Work is blur. Enjoy. But even with this, was he actually leaving with something, or was it just that sentence? Oh. Does candle blowing his birthday candle basically mean he's autoflating himself? We'll have to ask him when he gets here. Right, so the thing that's underlined in my notebook is the streets. Between Finch and Gill, we're looking for Embryo Street. Not Embryo. And Annabro. Pretty much Embryo. We'll say Embryo. Between Finch and Gill. Paxing riddle. That's Finch. It here?
Looks like I found Chinatown.
Yo, 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 I found it! I hope it is Candle's birthday and I haven't just fucked this up. And he's gonna walk in and everyone's gonna be like, happy birthday, and he's gonna be like, it's not my birthday. That would be embarrassing.
I'm guessing this is where all the medicines and herbs are stored. Nadine would know about all this stuff. I sure hope she's holding up okay.
Hey, Scooby. Have you come to wish Candle a happy birthday? He's not here yet. Hello, buddy. I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants.
He seems to have a very complicated order. Excuse me?
Wait your turn! Can't you see I'm helping someone already?
Jeez, sorry.
Your wife will appreciate the thought, I'm sure. That is true. That is very
this
true.
one's partly in English.
Imagine if he said it was Shin's birthday. It's always Shin's
Can't think of
birthday.
anything
Happy
to
birthday,
ask.
Shin.
All right there, Danny?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Very ornately carved.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh no!
Danny? Oh, what are you doing
That
back here?
guy's got nearly the whole box not
You two know each other?
erased.
Been a long time.
His
You're
whole
telling
head
me.
is
Can we come in?
outlined.
We need to speak to whoever's in charge.
You can, sure. Your friends are a different story.
I take full responsibility for them. They're trustworthy.
All right. I'll take your word. Come on in. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Looks like an intense game. A painting of a Chinese landscape. What's that banner say, Danny?
Secrets are kept within these four walls.
Here, we value the ability to mind one's own business.
Very colorful decorations they've got. These look valuable. Probably why they're kept so high up.
Away from me. I'll break them by accident. Hello.
Pardon me, could we have a word?
Sure. Give us a minute, Danny.
What exactly is this place?
It's the Society of Open Arms, a social club, a place for our community to gather. We take care of our own here.
And what's your job here? Jimmy, was it?
Yeah, that's right. I do lots of things. Mostly I make sure everybody feels safe. Anything my boss asks me to do, I take care of.
Your boss, huh? Who might that be?
Nobody you need to be concerned about. You got any questions or business affairs, you talk to me.
I want to talk about your contract with Mei Hui.
The laundress who works at that fancy club?
The very same. She wants out.
So she sent Danny and his friends to negotiate? That's strange. You make a deal with her or something?
We're trying to get inside the Jolly Good Club. She told us she could sneak us in if we got her out of her contract.
I see. Well, miracles do happen. If you intend to negotiate the terms of her contract on her behalf, I need you to understand exactly what you're agreeing to.
Go on.
Under Mei Hui's current deal, she donates 10% of her earnings to the club. In exchange, she gets certain benefits. She's already requested to be released from her contract. Okay, we said. We're reasonable people. All we asked was that she make a simple delivery for us first. She refused. Now you're making the same request. Okay, but precious time has been wasted here. The price has gone up. Now it's 2 jobs.
What
Wow.
kinds of jobs exactly?
Wow.
Both still simple. The delivery is one. But first, I need you to run another errand. I have this valuable timepiece, unfortunately damaged and in need of repair. Take care of that, then we can discuss the delivery.
What happened to this watch?
A little disagreement. Someone got upset and threw it against the door over there. It smashed open. I collected all the pieces I could.
Where am I supposed to get this watch repaired?
There's a pawn shop at the wharf. Lady who runs it fixes things too.
Wharf.
I'm new in town. What's to know about El Presidio?
Ask Danny. He'll tell you all you need to know.
So how are you and Danny acquainted?
We grew up together.
Is that right?
Yeah, we were like brothers. Used to play on this very street. Then he ran off with Petey and some other guys. Thought I'd never see him again. It's good to know Danny got away from that crowd. I never much liked them.
Well, they're all dead, so don't worry about it.
All right. Danny told me about Petey.
Doesn't surprise me. He idolized that kid. Did he say if anything happened to him?
Yeah, he was killed in a botched robbery.
Figures. That explains why Danny's not latched onto him anymore. Anyway, this is all ancient history.
Are you aware of a labor union somewhere in town?
That's not a question you want to be asking around here. Understand?
Sure. Forget I said anything. Okay, thanks for answering my questions.
My pleasure.
Alright, to a wharf we go. Well, actually, go back here because this guy told us somewhere. Or did he just tell me Chinatown?
Good evening.
Hello.
Would you happen to know anything about a labor union in El Presidio?
Nope. I'm an independent contractor.
Thanks for the chat. I'll let you get back
Alright,
to
well,
work.
whatever he
Even
told
there.
me, he's not gonna tell me. I think he told me about Chinatown, to be fair. There's a Gulf Street down here. This must be the wharf. There's wharf. I can see wharf. I can see the wharf, guys.
Madre mia. So many people.
Watch yourselves, friends. Big cities aren't always kind. They're giving those documents some serious contemplation. These two are engaged in some highly emotional quarrel. An attorney's office. I'll be sure to stay far away. She's just doing her job.
She's just doing her job.
He's sleeping one off. You're tying one on and watching the world go by. She's minding her own business, but that one fellow seems very interested.
What fellow? This fellow?
Hard to tell which is more the ass. Hard to tell which is more the ass.
Fantastic.
Ah, the local exchange for the hard up and down on their luck.
Look at all this trash.
Seems there wasn't enough wall space for these. Cheap art, the kind you'd expect to see, well, in a pawn shop. Everything you'd need to start your own farm. These look expensive. Probably not the wisest idea to keep them so close to the door. Lots of different types of lamps. An authentic bone china tea set. Hate to see the price tag. A bunch of seafarers' trinkets. Captain Boylan would love these.
Look at the creepy dolls,
Collection
though.
of rather creepy dolls. I hate the way their eyes seem to follow me. Do you seek work? Find your way. Approach a laborer and say, I am a stranger. Curious. It's way too faded to read. A variety of pistols under lock and key. Ask about our special behind-the-counter items.
Ring the bell. Wow, I see how it is. I don't remember what I said
Yes,
to get
can I
that
help you?
reaction.
You've got an impressive selection, but I was wondering what you had behind the counter.
Got some jewelry, some repair kits, and a set of lockpicks.
Quite a shop you've got here.
Glad you like it.
How did the ship get up here on land?
The city extended the shoreline when it built the new breakwater. Brought the land to the ship. About that time, some big trading company went bankrupt and couldn't pay the upkeep on its derelicts. So the harbor authority seized them, converted them to lodgings and shops.
Anything you can tell a first-time visitor about this city?
If you're not feeling it in your legs yet, you will soon. Something to look forward to. Honestly, who thought it would be a good idea to build a city in such a hilly place?
Ah, well. You laughing at hard to tell, which is more the ass. It was a great joke. It was a fantastic joke. I was gonna say Plymouth is built on a hill. It's horrible.
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it, sorry.
Do you know anything about a labor union in town?
I think there is one, but I don't pay them any mind. I'm my own boss, and I don't have any employees, so it doesn't matter to me.
You played the Telltale Sam & Max games? Yeah, yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I was wondering if you could have a look at this watch. It needs repair.
Where did you get this?
Does it matter?
Yes. I've seen this watch before. Someone
Are
from
those the
Laton
adventure
gave it
games
to
you're
you,
thinking
didn't
of
they?
The
playing?
what?
That place in Chinatown, the Open Arms Society, or whatever they call themselves. I already told them I wasn't interested in their business. They can send as many proxies as they like. It's not gonna change my mind.
They're
So
pretty
you won't fix
decent.
this watch?
Nope.
So what am I supposed to do?
My
They're pretty
advice would
easy
be
games
stop
to get
dealing with those
through.
people. But
There's
if you're
nothing
hell-bent,
that
I could
should
sell
be
you a
particularly
repair kit and you can
taxing,
do it yourself.
but they have very fun puzzles.
All right, how much for the repair kit?
You're gonna do it, huh? 4 crowns. Your funeral.
Sold.
Here you are. Pleasure doing business. And I'm in no way responsible for whatever happens next. Just to be clear.
Appreciate the help.
Sure.
Think this is the main gear controlling the mechanism.
Yeah, let hit the road fizzle from my memory since now. Yeah. That's very fair.
A metal plate covering the watch's insides.
I need to remove that then, yeah.
Okay, this doesn't look too tough. Just have to place the right gears in the right spots. This gear won't fit there. This gear won't fit there.
But yeah, the Telltale games, I'd say they're a little simpler than Hit the Road because they're more modern. They're a modern game. But they're not particularly difficult. They're the right kind of difficult. It's kind of like a Toonstruck thing, though. Like, Sam and Max very much have their own unique
This gear won't fit there.
way of thinking about things. So you kind of have to get into the mind frame of what Sam and Max would do in any given situation. This big one fit then. I think the big one fits here. Am I just maybe missing something? Do I need a cog in every spot? Because I feel like we're missing cogs. Only one cog, though. The Max feels on brand for me lately. Granted, Happy Games
All
was
right
my
there,
first
Danny?
point and click on stream. I genuinely think you'll really enjoy Sam and Max. It's a very good game, or a very good game series. Obviously you can get them now in one like bigger group. Like they remastered them. If you've got the remastered, apparently the remastered the censored versions.
This place has everything. Oranges, coconuts, lemons, pears. Some of these fruits I've never seen before. Good evening, sir.
Evening. Get your fruit here. Pears
Candle.
and oranges, only 2 crowns. Lemons
Happy
for 3.
birthday, Candle.
Coconuts for 5. Tell me what you're looking for.
Happy birthday. They censored stuff. Yeah, so they didn't censor much. There's one character in it that's very funny, but I wouldn't even say he was particularly that offensive. But they changed some of his dialogue and stuff. He might have said something semi-offensive at some point. But yeah, it's not a big censor. It's just a small censor to one character, really. I'm looking sassy today. I am way too fucking tired to be sassy. Welcome in, Jonathan. How you doing? And how is the birthday boy? We have a question for you, actually. What was the question? Does candle blowing his birthday candle basically mean he's auto-filleting himself? We need to know. The monkey man asks. That's fine, I'll have to see the differences post-play. Yeah, it doesn't change the actual game. It's just one character. But it's worth keeping in mind. I genuinely will probably always play the originals because I never found it in, like, insulting or anything.
You get many customers at night?
Oh, sure.
So I always play the
You came from
originals.
central
I've wanted
part
to
of the
play
wharf.
them actually
I'm
for a
sure
while
you saw
now.
how lively it is. Plenty of folks from the saloon come by, sucking on lemons and oranges.
Yo, Dogmatics, welcome in.
That's what they say, anyway. Who am I to argue?
What can you tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Watch your step round here. Many's the time I've seen visitors lose their
Not
way
like
in the
anyone
fog
else gonna
and
blow
take
me
the plunge
candle.
into the bay.
Do you know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Sure, I deal with them from time to time. Can't tell you much more beyond their fruit buying habits.
You
though.
need a birthday blow. That's what you need, Candle.
I'm trying to locate a labor union in town. Do you know anything about it?
Depends who's asking.
I am a stranger.
A stranger should be assisted. Take this pamphlet. It'll help.
Thanks. Would you happen to be familiar with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The scientist? I've heard his name, but I don't know much about the man.
I'll be off.
If you need fruit, you know where to find me. I'm open all night.
Laborer, you have begun the first steps in the path to unity and protection. To commence your initiation to the Masters of the Plow, you must locate another laborer, give them the password, and they will ask for a sign. Perform the sign of identification. You will be given instructions to find our meeting place. The sign of identification from the back of your left hand across your forehead. Signals that you earn your bread by the sweat of your brow. Rub. Left. Forehead. Forehead. Foreheads. The water is American today? Oh wait, wrong America. It is wrong America.
Nothing fancy, but it looks seaworthy. Good evening.
Evening to you.
That boat yours?
Sure is. Easier to fish during the day, but sometimes I take folks for a sail. The price is right, of course.
And what is the right price for
Do
a
I
ride?
know?
Depends.
Probably
A
not.
cruise
What is
around
it
the
that I
bay will
should
run you 20
know?
crowns a head. If you had something specific in mind, we can negotiate.
That the Earth is a
I'd like to
cat.
know about this city.
Oh, I love it here.
Is it?
There's a reason they call it the mouth of the West. We get all kinds coming through here from other provinces and other nations. El Presidio's been growing like crazy. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it. Sounds like it's for fancy types.
Know anything about a labor union here in El Presidio?
Nah, I'm in the Maritime Guild. Different crowd.
Ever heard of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Wasn't he the guy who blew up those people a few years back?
Yes, I suppose he was.
Yeah.
That's all I know about
Yeah,
him. Sorry.
that's
Thanks
him.
for the chat.
Absolutely.
Have a good
How
night.
is the
See you
Earth
around.
a cat? Tell me.
The transcontinental route ends here. These will be headed back to cities on the east coast. The lighthouse on that island must guide the ships into the harbor.
What way did I come from? Did I come from this way? Oh, okay. Mm, 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 mm.
Nothing remarkable here.
That's a Jolly Good Club. That's Chinatown. You sent to you, that's a, well, I did not wake up early enough to watch the video. I'll need to watch the video at some point. I will make my comments after I've seen the video. There it is.
Hey, there's a little gear stuck between the floorboards. Must be from the broken watch. Damn, can't reach in there with my fingers.
Do I have anything? Oh! Let's put the banana down there!
I can't reach the gear with this.
But damn.
Carefully now. Got it. I'll put it with the other loose gears.
No! Oh!
Okay, this doesn't look too tough. Just have to place the right gears in the right spots.
What do you mean it makes sense? How does it make sense? What are you talking about? The world is a cat. You better watch out. I'll go to cogs. The outline of a frog. Frigate.
This gear won't fit there.
What do you mean that gear won't fit there? It won't fit there, guys. It won't. He's right. I like to think the world is more like a bear, you know? Hello, up here, that will fit, like... Yes, it should be here. I'm worried about, like, getting something in there, right?
This gear won't. This gear won't. This gear.
This gear. This gear won't. This gear won't. This gear won't. This gear won't. I feel that needs to go there. It feels just, like, perfect there, you know?
Do you like rock? Do you like rock?
Do you like rock? Do you like rock? Only allow that to go there. What if the big one went there then? Alright, the big one did not need to go in the big gaping hole. Hey!
Ha! It works. There's a hole between the floorboards. It seems to be full of mouse poop. Yuck.
Yuck. Hey, we got it working, guys. We can fix watches. We can go into business.
Got your watch fixed.
Good job. Wait here a minute.
Feeling back at home yet?
More than I'd like to, frankly.
Here you are. Deliver this to the building at Gull Street between Harbor and Iglesia. Do not open this box under any circumstances. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Come back here once you've finished. And remember, time is of the essence. Don't dawdle.
Not like...
I've got nothing to ask right now.
It's between, I think, Holland, Iglesias. Earth is a cat. Cat gets abused.
Harley, I do not wish to
People
alarm
abuse the earth. You
but
abuse the cat.
I
Therefore,
am
world is cat.
rather certain that the box you are carrying contains a bomb.
In that case, we'd better get this done quickly.
What? You have no qualms about delivering a bomb?
We don't know who it's for. Maybe they're bad people?
Knowing the society, it's somebody who crossed them.
So what do we do?
Well, I could attempt to disarm the bomb.
All right, but be careful.
I always am. There. Facile. Now we will not have innocent blood on our hands.
Boring. I wanted to murder people, guys. How is he so boring? I just need to find Gull Street, really. That's what I need to do.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Easy science? I don't think that's science.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Oh, I didn't want to go there. No. Ah.
Nothing remarkable here.
It's rogue cat science. Thank you for another hydrate.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
There's definitely something remarkable here.
Nothing remarkable here.
Definitely something remarkable here.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. We've been asked to deliver this box to someplace on Gull
Harbor.
Street between Harbor and Iglesia.
Harbor. We're looking for harbor, not hull. Harbor. Where are we? Yo, Cyclone, how's it going? Right, so that's Finch. Gull was down here. New episode of Windbreaker to drop. It's either today or tomorrow. I don't know what that is. I feel like garbage. I'm forced to apply for a transfer because my new dean hates that I don't obey him. Brent is institutionalized for 50 more days due to burnout, and I just wonder if we're still here just to suffer. I'm sorry to hear things are going shit for you, buddy. That fucking sucks. I found Harbor. Oh, it's a high school. It sounded much like a Zelda
Nothing
thing.
remarkable here.
Unlikely for at least a year. Kind of Harbor Street. From Metal Gear Solid. I've never seen Metal Gear Solid 5. I've never really... I played, like, the PlayStation 1 Metal Gear Solid, kind
Nothing
of.
remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Nothing remarkable, guys. I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing here.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Something around here, I guess.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Ah, Gulf Street.
Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here. Nothing remarkable here.
Harbor Avenue, Gulf Street.
Well now, what
There
have
we go.
here?
Found it. Here's the Big Man Tyrone version. Let me have a look.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night I feel my leg, my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, it won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still here. You feel it too, don't you? I'm gonna make them give back our past.
One score is somehow worse than old school. Scratch that. Well, scratch the somehow. It's definitely worse because students are consumers. Yeah. I now know of the speech. Thank you for educating me. I have said I need to do some Metal Gear this year because I definitely have never done any of it. Oh, they want to blow up the fucking Union. God damn. Did you ever try create? Is that the typing game, right? Like where you're in a dungeon crawler, but you're typing out your attacks and stuff? Yeah, I tried the demo, and I believe Leo bought it for me at some point last year. I have a feeling he bought me the game, but I haven't actually delved right into the game yet. It seemed like a really interesting game. Not always easy to remember all the names of the moves. Yeah, that's kind of what I got with the, when I was doing the, demo.
A slew of advertisements plastered on the wall.
Is Trank darting crows and stuffing them in my pockets? Somehow the idea is just too funny to me. Then you can just, like, open up your jacket and be like, "Be gone, crows!" and just send a swarm of crows at your enemies. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go find someone. to find out the password. We haven't been to the park yet. I should go to the park.
Yes?
Special delivery. I've brought you a package.
Who sent it?
No return address. We're just the messengers.
Odd. Leave it on top of the crate to your left.
Telling him while he'll open his own mercenary team to take down the former employees pretty much. When he says he can feel his limbs, he really lost them and suffers from massive phantom. Oh, that's interesting.
Won't hear me complaining.
Oh yeah, you do have the crow ability in that BioShock Infinite, don't you? Hence the Phantom Pain name game. Let me go to the park quickly.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Why are you standing around the park at night?
I'm waiting for someone.
Can you tell me about El Presidio? I'm new in town.
You don't say. The city has plenty to offer. It depends on what you're seeking.
Do you know anything about the Jolly Good
I do
Club?
want to play
Only
through
that I could
the
work
BioShock
1,000
games again
years
this
and
year.
Still not have enough money to be a member.
Would you happen to be familiar with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The mad inventor who blew up the Lamplight City Expo with his illegal doomsday weapon a few years back?
That's the one.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Don't know who you're talking about.
The park's closed at night.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is genuinely a place in Plymouth that looks exactly like this. The buildings look like it. They've still got this kind of lamp, just electric now, and they've got like a gated park. No tram though. There's no tram. We don't have trams. I've played the first one. I've played a little bit of the second one, but I haven't completed the second one. But I've definitely played the first one. I've streamed the first one, actually. One year when I wasn't too sure what to do for Halloween. Yo, 16. Good luck with the work. Let me give you an SO quickly. Before I forget, because I'm likely to forget. I'm likely to forget everything in front of my face. But we're also going into a break, so enjoy your lurk as I break. I stretch and try to wake myself up a little bit. And I'm tired, guys. Tired. That it always is with fictional.
Oh my god, this is the Dancing Pickles.
Fictional, did you really want to do that?
What is happening?
It's the robot. Shut the door, Fix, shut the door. Yes, welcome to the wall of pickles. Where is the wait, are the pickles on the floor now? Wait. Something seems to have gone wrong. No, I just got pickles out of a jar.
What?
Lonely pickles. They're literally called lonely pickles. Wow. I can't see anything. Oh.
That's a big jar of pickles.
Yeah, all I can see is pickles. I'm going.
Just remember, there's more than one way to spin a
Yeah. You hear that, Dogma? You hear that? When you come back, we've got like 5 different ways to skin you.
Okay. I told you. You have to wait.
Dogma, seriously, get back in there. With my pickles.
Oh my god.
You're gonna lose some pickles if you don't get that cat.
You think I can control the cat? I can't hear anything over the pickles.
What? Pickles.
All I can hear are pickles.
What? I can't hear you with the pickle.
What? I can't hear you over the pickles.
The pickles are too loud. Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
This way. No. No! This is just backstab!
I'll grab these ones.
Alright,
Oh,
everyone ready?
backstabbed!
Oh, wrong button. Hello!
Sure. Give us a minute, Danny.
Oh, backstabbed, guys. Backstabbed.
We delivered the package.
Excellent. Maybe now those smug union bastards will learn their lesson. Here, take this to Meihui. It's a letter releasing her from her contract with us.
Thanks. Okay, thanks for answering my questions.
My pleasure.
We didn't blow anyone up.
Here you are, ma'am.
You're no longer in debt to the Society of Open Arms.
Oh, is it true? Thank you so much. I had a feeling I could count on you.
So, about getting inside?
Yes, of course. I can sneak you in on my laundry cart. But it's not big enough to fit all three of you.
I think my friend Harley will be the one going in then.
Yeah. Fine. I take her through the door that leads to the club
I don't
library.
think that cart is
there's a
gonna get me in
presentation
it.
tonight, so most of the men will be distracted. Your friend should be able to sneak around undisturbed. But make sure she doesn't get caught. And if she does, you never met me.
Understood. Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Why if I
Harley,
get caught
you're
in the
going
laundry basket?
Just climb inside the laundry
Oh,
cart.
this is the wind in the
better be
willows all
worth
over
it.
again, guys.
Now to find Clark. The letter said he'd be staying in this L person's suite. So who and where is that?
There's a dodo.
A stuffed bird. The plaque says it's called a dodo. How odd. Various pharaoh types of rich people enjoying themselves. Suppose they need to prove how happy they are. I wonder if these could actually be used in combat. So many butterflies. This puts Sheriff Gamble's collection to shame.
Oh yeah, the sheriff did have
Painting in the
butterflies. I
cafe.
remember now.
Looks like somewhere in Europe. A pharaoh type showing a bunch of men outside the club. The plaque says opening day. A nondescript landscape, not very well executed. I imagine most of the folks in here are great admirers of Mr. Atwood. After all, he always did make a point of standing up for the great big rich guy. There's various exhibits in these cases, mostly old coins and trinkets brought back from who knows where. Volumes and volumes of books. Nothing particularly noteworthy, though. This club's membership has felled many an antlered beast. Display cases with different
They're gonna be
exhibits.
werewolves,
I haven't
guys.
got time or inclination to study them.
They're gonna be werewolves. I know this. I've been in a
How long
club
it would take to read
recently.
every one of these books, and if any of them are worth it. There's a plaque above all those portraits that says In Memoriam. Seems these are former club members. Edgar Whitmire, founder of the Jolly Good Club.
Why does Edgar look like Harley?
It's a list of club members.
In good standing. Abe Lord, reporter, Adrian Addy Matson, MP, Alexander Sandy Kildare, explorer, Archibald Archie Clements, general, Arthur Artie Knight, landlord, Gustus Gus Karen, attorney, Azara Tyre Black, clergyman, Bartholomew Bat Egerton, sailor, Benjamin Ben Lothar, physician, Bernard Byrne Langham, major, Brian Bryce, Stephen Chandelier. So it's got to be a L. Oh.
As you see, gentlemen, my analysis was correct. The region is absolutely ideal for the formation and preservation of fossils. Though I have so far recovered
Preservation
only
of
a small
fossils. That's my
part of what I
Discord
believe still
server,
lies out
guys.
there, I was able to partially reconstruct the dinosaur skeleton you see before you. Quite a fearsome beast, isn't he? This ancient lizard, which I have christened the Eremosaurus, probably roamed the lands near the San Bernardo Valley over 70
I said what I said.
million years ago.
This is fascinating, but I'd better get a move on.
I said what I said.
Stern-looking fellow. He's got a medal on his chest with 4 stars on it. General Lancaster Bevins, 1770 to 1832. Bat. Mrs. Edgar Whitmire. I bet she's never set foot in this place either. Ham.
Bat ham.
Archie. Jovial-looking fellow. Either that or he's got a secret. He looks bored, but I would be too if I had to stand perfectly still for that long. I've never understood men who grow beards without mustaches.
Same.
This man's got a vacant expression. Wonder what he was thinking about. What a sourpuss. I don't think I'd like to get on his bad side. Why is that man pointing at a skull? Does he think it makes him look mysterious? Aurum Star members. Where have I heard that before?
For life, Jake's gone too. Damn those Blackburns. But something doesn't add up. The Blackburn, I'm not sure I want to answer the mystery. Three of us were talking of the assignment that D.W. Shaw, head of Vespuccian Petrol, gave to Jake. She hired him back in Rosewater to locate Dr. Clark. All that business about missing fortune, which is another of his fanciful confabulations, a hook to get us interested. Why Mrs. Shaw wants Dr. Clark, I do not know, but she's paying us handsomely to finish the job. Who else has been in the big city? Just so we're clear, once embarked upon these relationships, they used to go down. Now to find this suite with Dr. Clark's stead. The one belonging to the mysterious L. I don't suppose I could just draw up to the clerk and ask.
Kit. Chan. Warm air is coming from the grate. They must have that indoor steam heating I've read about. Lige. Locked, of course. But these are the simplest door locks I've ever seen.
Maybe I should have saved.
Nothing to it.
Yo, Flo, how's it going?
That wasn't the right room. Willie.
Willie.
Barnabas Jordan, 1801 to 1845. Ned. Finny. Finny.
Finny. Finny. Yo, Cabron, welcome in.
Warm air is coming from the... Sigh. We've only been in El Presidio one day and...
Maybe
we're
I should write
already
these
in the
nicknames
country.
down. We got
Sigh.
Sigh.
Finny.
Finny. There's a clown on screen? There's always a clown on screen. I'm always here, Cabron.
Ned.
And Chuckles too, exactly.
Willie.
Willie. Willie.
Lige.
Oh, it's not Lige. We've learned it's not Lige. The only one with an L in its name.
Chan. Kit.
Kit. Stop making her say Willie. No, never. Willie.
Archie. Ham.
I believe the other one is Bat.
Bat.
Alright, let's go and try to figure this out. Archie. I don't think it's Archie. I don't think it's Bat. I'm not sure it's gonna be Chan. Maybe not Ned. Not Hampton. Ned. Vinny? Oh. Willie? Willie has an L in his name. Let me go back. So, Bye. No. Vinny was a no, I believe. How's the diet? Terrible. I hate my life. I hate everything. I want a donut. I'm not allowed a donut. It's sad. But Chan and Kit. I think I said no to Chan. Have a kid. Babe, Addie, Sandy, Archie, Gus, Pat, Ben, Burn, Bree, and oh, that Kit. Right, so Willie and Kit are my two guesses. Have a healthy donut. Sadly, I have to rely on my mum to buy me stuff, and every time I ask her to buy me anything, she's like, no. You're on a diet. And I'm like, I don't want to be on a diet anymore. I put on weight on the diet. Is this Willie?
Lige.
No. This Willie. I didn't put down Lige because I knew it wasn't Lige.
Willie.
Yeah. Willie.
There's lots of doors. Do I really want to pick them all? I think this is the room I'm looking for. Yes, there's the safe.
You ate lots of garlic sauteed spinach. I'm gonna be strong. You're gonna be Popeye. My mom is cute. She is. But I'm too depressed and I hate it.
Can't believe I've been wearing the same clothes nearly 2 weeks now.
I'm too depressed. I need something.
Still life of some fruit and flowers. Hotel art. Strange device.
What a donut. I want
Something
a
to do
fucking
with the
hot dog.
planets.
That's why I woke up wanting today. It was a hot dog.
It's got several drawers, and the top is surprisingly clean.
Alright.
I found a crumpled note. Better take it. It's still early in the evening. I hope we can locate Clark before morning. Completely empty. A wild frontier. This has been one hell
Popeye
of a
the
journey.
Sailor Man. You should eat half a hot dog to satisfy your cravings. I should. I should have asked you just to get the actual sausage, right?
suits.
I can have sausages as long as they're not stuffed with breadcrumbs.
A few suits. That's the most likely place for a clue to Clark's whereabouts.
Alright, I'm gonna need the... No doubt.
General Laporte, as per your request, we have provided your suite with a safe. The combination is 12 right, 9 left, 5 right. Please share this information only with those you trust. Management.
12, 9.
Well, I'll be.
Fucking did it.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Some kind of wooden card? Better hang on to it. And another journal, but not Clark's. Uh-oh, sounds like the presentation's wrapping up. I'd better make myself scarce.
Jump out the window! Harley, jump out the window! See, my diet was more to do with, like, I'd lost complete control of my life. So I wanted to kind of, like, get control of something.
Oh, just one of the cleaners. It's my first night, so I was getting a feel for the place.
I'm afraid I don't believe you. This is a members-only club, and you clearly aren't a member. Therefore, I can only assume that you must have broken in. Your intent was to steal something, I suppose?
I just came in here looking for someone.
Oh, looking for whom?
Well, it's not you, so really, why should it matter?
You're quite clever. Very well, you can go. Let it not be said that General Laporte can't be merciful. But if I ever see you in here again, I won't be so lenient. Understood?
Yes, sir.
By dying to person, 8 pounds of junk food, 3 pizzas, and 2 liters. I wish my mum was like that. I wonder if she'll let me have a pizza on Saturday.
Well, did you find him?
I think so, but let's get out of here.
I wonder if we could have pizza for Saturday.
Now, let's see what's in this diary I found.
Alright, I'm gonna be reading. November 22nd, 1844. The soldier is not a political animal. His sole concern is to determine how to achieve the objectives he has been given with all the resources he can muster. The motives behind the order, the whys and wherefores are not his to question. That is politics and is for politicians. But a soldier is also a private citizen of his republic. He is endowed with a vote and a voice and may indeed must use all his faculties of discernment and discretion in the exercise thereof. As a citizen, he may be rightfully interested in national affairs and move to do all that is within his power to deflect the march toward ruin. Any less would be a dereliction of his patriotic duty. I write this not as a soldier, but as a concerned citizen. Indulging the fascist? I'm not sure if that's meant to be an L or a B. Populist fears. Leroy is pursuing a Harborite agenda of anti-tech appeasement that will shackle the productive capabilities of this country for generations. The inevitable result will be economic depression and want of military readiness that will put us at the mercy of our enemies and render us a permanently dependent, withered and diseased appendage of the crown. Steam tech and its even more potent successor, ethericity, are the engines that will power our prosperity and military might. If we do not pursue these technologies with all robustness, we may be assured that others will even. So that is bassist, the base. But to be fair, my mum is also on this diet, right? And unlike me, that's put on weight during this diet, even though I've eaten less and all that. Even though that my mum's lost weight, so my mum's happy with the diet, whereas I'm putting on weight and I'm miserable. My mum also is able to go out all the time, so she's not stuck in a bedroom being miserable either. So, like, yeah. It's easy for my mum to keep to this diet because my mum is, you know, happy with it. Oi, mate, a jolly steak and kidney pizza with a babner for dessert. Only got the urge to speak in English. That's fair, that's fair. Yo, Nico, how's it going? Drop the bass, drop the bass. Or a banana, not a babner. I thought you were going for like a kebab for afters. Let me just give Nico a SO. Doing the pizza, jealous. I think I've got a salad. I'm sure I've got a salad. I'm sure I've got a salad. Sounds like a diet is not tailored to your needs. The diet is fine. I am just currently... I don't move enough, right? That's always the worst thing about my life is that I just don't move enough. When you're stuck in an 8x8 bedroom for nearly 24 hours a day, there's not much you can do about moving around. My bedroom being very small with no floor space really makes moving around extremely difficult. Accessory tad or indoor bike. No, and I don't really have the space for them. I've been measuring and I don't really have the space. I do exercises. I do an hour of exercise every day. Not helping. Not helping. Nothing helps. Nothing helps. But as I said, like, losing weight wasn't the actual point of the diet. The diet was all about taking in some control of my life. But since the diet started, I don't feel any more control in my life. In fact, I feel even more out of control. I still have my insomnia once a week. That fucks up my stream schedule. And it's just that time of year where everything's like weird and everyone's doing weird things and everyone's like off schedule and my friends are like just doing stuff. And it makes me nervous. And it makes me like really depressed. Not because they're doing stuff, but because I don't like changes. So when everyone's like schedule and stuff changes so much, or things happen that are like really weird and don't usually happen, and I notice it, I get really like paranoid something's gonna happen, which has nothing to do with the diet, but not being able to stuff my face with chocolate afterwards. Not being able to stuff my face with chocolate when I'm depressed is getting to me. Cleaning and remodeling, I could put on my exercise gear as well. I feel the don't like in chaotic schedule. Yeah, it's kind of like things just keep happening. And like, even though people tell me what's happening, I think they're lying to me because of like my paranoid anxiety. So I think everyone's about to run off and find other people, more interesting people in their life that aren't stuck in a bedroom being miserable for 4 years, you know? So, like, as far as I'm concerned, all my friends are currently lying to me. And I'm going to be on my own in a week or two. So, you know, it's fun being a head case. And that is why I'm the internal clown. Also, my eyes are not staying open today. I think you're interesting, thank you. But I haven't given you a shout out yet, Flo. Let me shout out Flo. I've had bouts of imposter syndrome and paranoid abandonment feelings. I have abandonment issues, like giant abandonment issues. Super big abandonment issues. You gotta do the pumping iron. God damn, Popeye. Okay. I'll see you later. Your arms will be like 5 times bigger than they were. It didn't happen overnight. I ask my friends if they're bored, tired of me, and understand I'm being serious and need the reassurance. Yeah. Thankfully, my best friend, Avia, is also crazy. So we get to be crazy together. And when we both go through these times, we both sit there and go, you're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. But the urge to, like, just throw people away because you're scared they're about to throw you away is massive. It's massive. Sorry, I've also got things over my OBS preview which I don't like. I don't like that. It distracts me. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's that. It's that, okay. But yeah, I have severe mental health issues. I have got severe agoraphobia, which means that I have to stay in my bedroom most of the day. If I'm outside of my bedroom for more than 10 minutes, I usually have a panic attack. And that all came about because I am bipolar. As my community like to say, I'm a bipolar bear. because it's funny. But I have, like, so many anxiety disorders. It's crazy how I lived my life with so many anxiety disorders and no help. Like, I was 31 when I had my breakdown. 31! And I have, like, paranoid anxiety. I have social anxiety. I have generalized anxiety. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, Cultist, how's it going? How you doing? The coolest bear on Twitch? I don't think I can live up to that. I don't think I can live up to that. For years, I felt like everyone hated me and I was the most uninteresting, annoying spurg around. Unfortunately, I got out and found people worse than me. You ready, dude? Yo, if you guys aren't following Cultist, Cultist is actually the coolest cat. You can definitely give him cat ears, and he definitely enjoys having cat ears. He 100% enjoys that. Hope you're feeling alright. Oh, fuck you. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if amazing's the right word. I like stubborn more. Stubborn is my favorite word. I like being stubborn. Anxious anxiety, 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 positive anxiety, negative anxiety, fill in the blank anxiety. I'm very, very stubborn. Like, that was basically how I went from 18 years old to 31 and working in retail. I was stubborn. I didn't want to be like my dad, so I stubbornly stayed in work even when it was like really bad for my mental health. Then I had a breakdown. I remember the day I had my breakdown as well, by the way. It was very funny because I was like, if people have been here long enough, they'll know Tony, my friend who I worked with. Like, I was working with him, and I was just screaming at him in the warehouse about how much I hate being at work, and he just looked at me like, yeah, this is news to me. And then, even though you're not allowed to, I was sat in the warehouse on my phone to my sister, and nobody fucking stopped me. I remember the day fondly, guys. It was the last day I ever entered a Lidl's. Just the same word in different levels of nicety. Yeah, I guess because I'm English, I like to use the cold hard truth as I see it. Because it's one of the same. When I say I don't like people saying I'm a nice person, I'm just a person who treats people well. Because I can be a fucking asshole. I can be the biggest fucking asshole in the world. So when people are like, oh, you're so nice, I'm like, I'm nice so far that you know. You wait until I have a breakdown and I want to throw you under a bus. You just ask ABC. You ask ABC how it feels to play video games with me when I get so angry at you that I sit there and I ban you from video games. Just ask ABC. Sad for internally breaking down or at very least franking internally. And doing the Frank Castle face. True, they absolutely can be. Smile, wow. Would I've always been lovely to you. I definitely haven't threatened to kill you on various occasions. Quiet desperation is the English way, and their song Time from my exchanges with Brits is scarily accurate. Yeah! It's a very English thing. Like, I don't know, I when we say things like this, we don't necessarily put ourselves down with it. It's just kind of, as I said, it's like the cold, hard truth as we see it. And I think it's always been just that way, like that stiff upper lip kind of thing that British people have. Like, you just kind of, it's always shit. It's always shit. But you just kind of find a way through it. British people are weird. You get used to British people the longer you spend around British people. Wait, worms with you and see you being a sore loser while I bump on my way to victory because I suck at worms. You see, the thing is, I'm not a sore loser. I don't mind losing. I'm not competitive at all. I just get annoyed when people don't seem to be playing a game with me, right? Because there's no winners or losers in Project Zomboid. But there are definitely people getting shouted out shouted at if they spend 5 hours reading a book and bossing people around and not doing anything with the group. There's definitely people getting kicked out of playing games if they're not actually playing games with other people but being miserable. You just stomach it and carry on because anyways it's always gonna get worse. Dawn is taking his sweet time coming in. Whomever doesn't have the gnome is a loser in my eyes. That is true. I learned how to pick up wet gnomes the last time we played. I haven't played, well, we played it not that long ago, but I haven't played it since. Oh, Cyclo, you teach me so much. I don't know these things. I'm like that old grandpa on a porch with a shotgun, like, get off my lawn. I don't know anything. Weird indeed. Good thing well is English. I'm pretty sure that I said British. And the English well was definitely British. 100% British. No gnomes are involved in a conspiracy with the clowns. I've always said it. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. What are you saying about clowns? What are you saying about clowns, Cyclo? Excuse me? Clowns are our husbands. Leave them alone. Excuse me? Leave clowns out of this. There are no aliens or Freemasons. I've got to read this book. I've got to read this book. Right. This is like pages and pages of lore right here that I need to read. Right. Both as a citizen and as a soldier charged with the defense of our Commonwealth, I cannot stand idly by and watch our future destroyed. June 12, 1846. An infant industry is poised to be strangled in its crib, and its genius father must suffer his reputation to be torn to tatters, all because of a single unfortunate accident. I refer, of course, to the incident at the Lamplight City Expo, which Leroy has seized upon as an opportunity to decry the intolerable dangers of the whole etheric project and agitate for a total ban. The way of progress was never smooth, but after stumbling over the first pebble in the road, a timorous populace now wrings its hands in hysterical anguish. Political opportunists now rush to coddle simple minds by vying to introduce the most stringent measures yet proposed. These men are ignoramuses who cannot see the potential in what Dr. Clark has ruled. The nation that first tames the unbridled power of ethnicity will be the unrivaled leader of the world and need genuflect to no potentate. God fucking damn. He's a soldier. He's talking crazy. Nope. Well, not British. Don't put your weird on him. What do you mean you're weird? English is British. Welsh is oh my god. I don't even know. Weird that the dog isn't getting any cookies today. As Bandos and in conspiracy true. I mean, Chuckles is part of the Honk Legion. It looks like Elven from Lord of the Rings. I don't know, actually. I guess I'm used to it. I'm like near the end of this game, and I've kind of just got used to reading this. Oh, fuck. I just realized my phone's not on the Wi-Fi anymore. My phone is screaming at me that I'm using internet. I always think about this when we talk about Britain. Oh, God, what is it?
Aim nozzle at base of fire.
My window capture's not working.
Oh, that is typical.
Came back to more clowns? What do you mean to more clowns?
Oh, that is typical. Why has it done that?
I mean, where's the lie? Where's the lie? Well, it was from Atlantis. Better play with the rest of the fire then. What is it, not clowns? Why are you bullying me? Shin, why are you bullying me? Why bully? Vespuccia needs an etheric project of her own, not subject to the whims of politics or commerce, and Dr. Clark is just the man to carry it through. He must not be allowed to succumb to the passing winds of ill favor. July 25th, 1847. Fort Beaumont is a conveniently situated outpost out of the way of common traffic, yet close enough to the rail terminus in the town of Rosewater. Close by in the San Bernardo Valley is a village of indigenous people who might be kept in a state of sufficient aggravation and agitation to render the fort an indispensable bulwark against them, as none may dispute that certain campaigns of suppression emanating from Fort Beaumont must therefore be waged. A 5-fold increase in its annual allotment of material to fund such operations would provoke no complaint. However, I cannot work with Captain Mayhew. He is principled and proud and will not be susceptible to the usual inducements. A tour patrolling the Laurentian border will provide him ample opportunity for the honorable and distinguished service he craves, far from here. As for a replacement, there is in Clayton Creek a certain Lieutenant Stokes, presently facing summary court, martial on charges of disorderly conduct and public drunkenness after causing the death of a local in some dispute over a woman of low virtue. That's fictional. You know why? What do you mean you know why? He bullies because he cares. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Clowning season. When the clowns drop their red noses and little clowns bud out of a detached nose. Oh, is that how clowns are born? Sounds like a tentative Victorian rap, innit, Gov? Normal-sized clowns, because we know that clowns are great at folding themselves into impossible space. You guys better be in top form on Saturday. I might need the cheering up on Saturday. I also need to turn over my page in my notebook. There is your hydrate. Another hydrate. It happens that Stokes descends from an old military family. His grandfather, no less a man than Colonel Remington Stokes, lost his life in the pacification skirmishes that ultimately civilized Dixie. Consequently, the lieutenant harbors no love for savages and strong aversion to any stain of dishonor upon his distinguished family name. In gratitude for the dismissal of charges and a promotion to captain, such a man would prove exceptionally complacent. March 3rd, 1850, the first cup of water given to a man rescued from a shipwreck at sea tastes as sweet as the finest wine. How much sweeter, then, the finest wine must be, accompanied by steak and lobster, and followed by a quantity of pork and port, even, and good cigar. I would have preferred pork. Dr. Clark has accepted the hospitality of my club and given ear to my entreaties. I have impressed upon him the need for utmost discretion. In return, he will be at liberty to continue his research here, sheltered from disturbance, and wholly provided for in the smallest detail. It is an offer that no man in his position could possibly refuse. Alright, last page. March 11th, 1850. All has been arranged on Gannett Island at no small expense, and the facility is ready to receive its chief researcher. Preparations were underway well in advance of his acceptance. Dr. Clark proved unwilling. Another expert, less proficient and likely less traceable, would have had to been procured. Oh god, now I can't read it. Now I can't read anything. Pacification. How very Victorian. How tall am I? I want to see if I'm taller than at least one person in the EU YouTubers. I am 6 foot. No, I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'6". Definitely not 6 foot. There was a 6 in it. I have dyscalculia. I get my numbers mixed up. I'm 5'6", which is how do you want it? Do you want it in centimeters? No, traitor. You want short for it is short for a bear. I would have preferred pork. I would. You're 5 foot. Oh, damn! Nico's small! Is about 165 in centimeters. I did see that conversation yesterday. I was reading it. I didn't actually read how tall anyone was, but I did see the picture of you getting uppies to the screen. I did see that. I do pay attention. I just don't say anything. I love reading the YouTubers Discord. It's very funny. They're very funny people. Which is a point. If any of you want to find some lovely VTubers from Europe, I have the stream team as my main stream team down below. You can click that and see who's live. They're all very fun. They're all very funny, but I am a socially awkward bear, so I kind of stay in the shadows and support from the shadows. Size issue? I feel you've heard that recently. Has someone said you've got a size issue, Shin? How much is that on matchboxes bounced on top of one another? I'm not American. I don't fucking know American measurement candle. This is the second time in a week I've been classified as American. I don't know. It is for the better that such contingencies are not necessary. With Dr. Clark leading the effort, Project Rosewater can commence imminently. Every day when I look at the products I sell, rapid progress is expected. When my country is ready to sup on the fruits of his labor, she may well thank me for my foresight. We got through the book, guys. We got through the book. Freedom units, am I right, lads?
Clark's not at the club anymore, but I found out who invited him to El Presidio. An army general named Laporte. He's got Clark on Gannett Island working on some secret operation called Project Rosewater.
Project Rosewater?
Project Rosewater, these nuts!
Reason Laporte brought Clark here.
Wait a minute. Remember those crates on the army supply wagon? The ones marked Rosewater? They weren't going to the town of Rosewater. I bet they were coming here for Project Rosewater.
Of course. Fort Beaumont was just...
I need to set up Terraria as well.
Seems like a lot of stuff for one little outpost in the middle of nowhere.
So, the night deliveries, the Aurum bars.
Something big is going on here. We need to have a talk with Shaw.
Because Terraria is going to be the big thing we do between now and my birthday. It's like, I always try to do something special between my anniversary and my birthday.
Have you any news?
Clark's been moved to Gannett Island.
Gannett Island? There's nothing there, just a crumbling fort and lighthouse.
Have you heard of an army general named Laporte? Or something called Project Rosewater?
Neither. Go on.
Then does that mean you're not aware what sort of trouble you're stirring up? This quest has run us afoul of some very dangerous people. If you expect us to get Clark for you, I want to know why you want him so badly.
Very well. Imagine airships, engines, furnaces, powered not by petroleum and coal, but by ethericity, an infinitely renewable energy.
It's basically just their version of electricity, really.
Clean, efficient, and economical.
But you run an oil company.
I run an energy company, Miss Leger. Energy takes many forms. With Dr. Clark in my employ, we can lay the groundwork now for a pivot from oil to ethericity. Once the benefits become apparent, the market will clamour for clean, safe, etheric energy. And only one company will be equipped to meet that demand on day one. Mine.
What about the ban?
Bans are imposed by governments, and governments change, Miss Leger. Not everyone supports Leroy's technophobic policies. The Labourites are barely hanging on. It's not just Atwood's trade party that would like to see etheric advancement back on the table. Royalists, justice, pioneers, even the Christian Union would all get on board. In these fractious times, ethericity has the potential to be a great uniter. Change is just over the horizon. But enough politics. You know where Clark is. Go get him.
That pretty much is what it is, Cyclone. That's pretty much what it is. This is kind of a... I don't know if you played Lamplight City. But this is kind of like a, alternate universe. What did she tell me to... What did she tell me to do? Oh, we're gonna go to the wharf. Okay. There's a lady with a boat. We can get the boat. So basically, they're bringing in energy from the air, as you said. It's interesting. It's a very interesting universe they've created, to be honest. I was gonna say, I remember seeing the lighthouse and the fort here anyway, so we'll talk to her and she'll take us over, probably, maybe, possibly. I thought she was gonna be like Stan, but she's nothing like Stan. I was waiting for her arms to start shooting out and for it to be a Stan reference. I'm kind of upset that it isn't.
How much to go to Gannett Island?
Oh, hell. There's no amount of money could get me to set foot on that island.
Why not?
It's cursed. Haunted by demonic spirits.
Come on, really?
I've seen them with my own eyes. Horrid specters floating around the place, ready to kill anyone who gets too close. When they're out dancing in the sky at night, you can feel their evil influence in the air, too. Hot shivers going down the back of your neck. If you know what's good for you, you'll get any idea going out there out of your head.
Look, we really need to get to that island.
Good luck to you, then. Nobody in their right mind will take you there.
You said no amount of money could get you to set foot on the island. What if you just dropped...
Yo, wait, how's it going?
I thought I'd made that clear.
All right. If you have such disregard for your life, there's nothing I can do about it. But I won't take you there for any less than 60 crowns.
Damn.
Bet that's made you change your mind, eh?
Not quite. We'll come back when we've got the money. Thanks for the chat. Have a good night.
See you around.
Right, I'm gonna go and sell some stuff. I am the clown. I don't know what that was meant to be. How is Wit today? My hydrate. Do you want me to do an extra hydrate just for you, Shin? I am the honk.
What do you need?
I'm gonna sell some stuff.
I have something to sell.
Okay, what?
I have this tea caddy. How much would you say it's worth?
That is a rather nice piece. I can pay you 16 crowns for it.
Sold!
Got a deal.
Shit, I still don't have enough.
Do you know a way to get to Gannett Island?
Only way to get there is by boat.
You know, hydrate 2 on
plenty
coffee.
Of folks around here with boats. How willing they'll be to take you, that's another story.
Appreciate the help.
Sure.
How much did she say? 60 something?
I'm about to bust.
Do you think she'll take a banana? 60 and a banana, maybe? She said 66, didn't she?
A strange wooden card lined with metal. It's got some holes on one side.
Yo, Tiff, how's
Hey,
it going? We getting that moolah? Sadly not enough. Why is my banana red? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. It's like a US judge, a Denmark judge. What are we talking about here? A clown judge, you know? Like in Ace Attorney. One more work day and I get 3-day weekend. Nice, nice. I hope you all enjoy your Easter.
How are we supposed to pay for
I know you just
ride?
enjoy
You're
having the
asking
days
so
off. We
much.
did talk about
For
this
quick
the other
cash,
day.
There is always the pawn shop. I am sure
Judge
my
Dredd
guitar
with
would fetch a
clowns.
good price.
You wouldn't mind selling it?
It would not be my first choice, but I am prepared to do my part.
Right, we've got a guitar.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
Any ideas for something we might pawn to raise money for the boat hire?
My pistols are valuable. We might get a good price for them.
You'd really be willing to part with them?
There's no other way. Sure.
Alright, we're gonna sell his... let's sell the guitar. Let's not sell our weapons.
Can't think of anything to ask.
Let's not sell the fucking weapons. We only need 6 more fucking... whatever they're called. Are they crowns? Is Easter all I can think of WrestleMania? All I'm thinking about is my anniversary.
What do you need?
So if anyone doesn't know, Saturday is my 5-year anniversary.
I have something to sell.
Okay, what?
My friend would like to sell his guitar.
Let's have a look at it. Yes, this is in good condition. I'll gladly buy it off you. I can do 80 crowns.
Oh! I'm sorry, Phil. But we might need the guns.
Thanks for your business.
Appreciate the help.
Sure.
I'm so glad you appraised it. I wasn't too certain, you know. I didn't know. Is 80 good? Well, I think I only need 66, and I had 60. So I think, unless it's 166, in which case I'll have to sell the guns too.
Good evening.
Evening to you.
It was only 60! Oh, I didn't need to sell the guitar! I'm an asshole. God damn, I didn't even sell the guitar, guys.
You drive a hard bargain, but we're not giving up.
Fuck,
Here's
I
the
should have
money.
written down how much she wanted. Again, dyscalculia. Don't remember numbers very well. At least I still have my banana. True. True. Life wouldn't be worth it without a red banana.
All right. Well, the minute I drop you off, I'm gone.
How are we supposed to get back?
I'll come back for you. At dawn. If the ghosts haven't killed you before then, that is.
We'll take our chances. Let's go.
Let's go. Name my banana. I name it Shin.
Owing to the island's reputation as the accursed haunt of assorted malignant spooks and spirits, it has cost us a comely copper to induce one of the credulous locals to transport us here.
Oh, Phil's gonna think I just hate his guitar.
I do have to admit that this place presents a rather eerie aspect. It's easy enough to imagine ghosts drifting along the ramparts of the ruined
It
fort,
makes sense. It makes
floating among the
sense.
after
Discolored
images
fruit,
of
we're
the
gonna name it
lighthouse
Shin.
scene. But there's only one ghost I'm interested in finding here.
Remember, I'll be back at sunrise.
He's just a
and I'm heading
monkey,
home
guys.
whether you're on
Shin
my
is a
boat or
monkey.
not.
Don't worry about it.
Uy, qué mareo.
He's also being a
I am glad
bully.
to be back on solid ground.
Look, there's smoke coming from the chimney of that cabin.
I guess this island isn't all that abandoned. Stay alert.
A fucking monkey. That Frost is he dying. That is a true fact. That is a true fact. We're gonna an ad break coming, so I can come out of the game. This is real-time video of Shin flossing. Real-time monkey behavior. I need to go and get some water, guys. I will be back after this commercial break. Here you go. Please stand by. Floss your monkeys. Bonnie, fuck off.
Oh, he did. There he is.
Fuck. Triple fuck. Huh? Fuck. Hmm? It has been 20 years since I had to do this amount of math. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this once. I'd rather have hexadecimal. The algorithm. Eventually I stopped making videos, guys. The rest of my life was mid. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate video games. I hate video games, guys. I hate them. I hate them. You are a fucking cunt. You. Yeah? My attempts at cheating have not proven fruitful. In fact, they've just... Get away. Stop that. Walk. Come back to me. Fuck it! Where's the EMF? I don't know where to do the EMF. But I've stolen its spell! Right? Yeah, bitch, you cry those English tears of you fucking English whale, you. On the top? Oh god. Did it! Fucking did it!
Blurk 99, tell us what you think about clowns.
I just wanna honk them all! I wanna honk them all!
Oh, wow. He's become a professional, wow.
Honestly, this is pretty cool. We can use this when
Oh,
we're
fuck.
dealing.
Oh, I have a salad. In fact, I have a prawn salad.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
I'm struggling to eat a salad, guys.
Someone must keep this lighthouse running. Bet this fort was impressive in its day. It's a crumbling ruin now.
Gotta keep flossing that monkey.
Hello? Anyone home? No one here. We can do some prowling. If this is lit, it means someone's been here recently.
But where are they
Pretty
now?
sure the fire proves that. Wait a minute. I haven't put wit, I don't think, on my automatic shout out yet. Make sure to go follow Wit. Wit is fantastic. Wit was doing Zelda last night. Wit is a very cute witch. You will love her. Right. Where's my... There we go.
It's got a dragon on it, but no indication of what tea is inside.
I want it.
Feels mostly full.
Ah. How do I make a monkey Fortnite dance?
Feels nearly full. Nearly empty. Running pretty low. Hey, there's something rattling around in here. A small silver key. I'll just hang on to it. This one's not labeled.
Wait, what did she say?
It's empty.
What did we take out? What was in it? Oh, a little key.
A small silver key. Smells earthy.
My ability to eat, but at the same time as doing things, is very low.
How rustic. It's getting late. I hope we can make that dawn rendezvous. Feel like I could lie down and sleep for weeks. Maybe I will when we're through. All things considered, I could be looking a lot worse.
Can we open this?
Locked. Because of course it is. Here we are. It's empty, except for a couple of bullets. I'll take those.
We're taking bullets with us?
It's keeping this place nice and warm. A spare lantern.
Maybe we should take the spare lantern.
Hey, Phil?
Will we buy it instead? Will we sell it and buy a second monkey? Right, I've eaten my prawns. Look away where Anna robs this house. 100%.
This is one spooky island.
Do not be afraid. We have dealt with far worse than some fog. Unlike that boat
Look,
woman,
I
do not believe in ghosts. Nor do you, I suspect.
I am a point-and-click protagonist. It is my right by law to steal everything not nailed down. And sometimes things that are nailed down, if I have a crowbar to unnail them. Or a crowbar equivalent.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
Pretty spooky place, this island.
I'll say. I can see why people think it's haunted.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
I don't know, but we should be careful. Make sure you don't whistle or anything, okay?
What?
Ah!
Why not?
Frankie!
Trust me.
I just smacked Frankie. Poor Frankie. Right, have a look at everything, right?
What
Some
a
telling
peculiar decoration.
you need the nails just in case you want to nail down a coffin, you know? Or a bed.
Shh. Not another step. There's a guard. Stay quiet. Odd device. Looks like it's meant to be spoken into. The guard keeps drinking from this cup. Looks like we found the island's inhabitant. What exactly is he guarding?
What is this about me and bananas? That's what? Shin. How do you feel about being this red banana?
Not putting that in his drink.
No? Too late. Too late. It doesn't matter. It's already named after you, yeah. I hope it's allergic to what? To you?
Feels mostly full. A box of chamomile tea. Feels nearly full. Nearly empty. Running pretty low. Oolong. I think I've had this stuff before. Bai Ji Guan. Some kind of Chinese tea, I guess.
Oh, it game crashed then. Shouldn't you be working? You've been here a lot for a man that's, or a monkey that's meant to be working, Shin.
Stay here. I'm going to see what's through that door over there.
Oh. Oh, well, this looks like a delightful room. Oh, hello.
A nice
I have nothing for
mountainside
you.
landscape. Cheery.
Are you gonna come and wish Candle a happy birthday? Are you gonna go woo 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 woo? Or are you gonna stand there and stare at me like, where's the food? Well, I don't have any food. You're not gonna say anything? You're not gonna do anything but stand there? Okay, well, I tried. Scooby wouldn't say happy birthday, Candle.
This thing is still intact.
Happy birthday, Shin. Happy birthday, Shin, as well.
There's a lot of broken glass in here. What's this? One container hasn't been broken. I might be able to use it. Just a dirty old sheet. And I see no reason to get any closer.
I do. I 100% do.
Nothing. Just some muck. This place is falling apart.
Right, so... maybe now I've got a container. Not today, it's Candle's birthday. I like the fact you're resigned to every other day being your birthday, though. Like, you've gotten so used to it being your birthday every other day. You're like, not today, it's someone else's actual birthday today. Am I putting happy birthday for tomorrow then, Shin? Yeah, because we don't get to see Shin tomorrow. No? Okay.
An empty glass beaker. I've never seen a banana with a red peel before.
Neither have I. Why?
Feel like I could lie down
Because
and
he's
sleep
going
for
out with
weeks.
friends.
Maybe I will when we're through.
He's Mr. Social. He's got friends to go and hang out with, you know? Because it's his birthday. Depends. What do you mean, depends? If allergies attack you like they did yesterday? I feel you should still go out, though, right?
Looks like we found the island's inhabitant. What exactly is he guarding?
Impossible. You don't get to go out that often, though.
Not putting that in his drink.
I was really bad yesterday. Are these friends that you don't see very often, or is it just like roomy and stuff? I'm not sure what I'm doing now. It's really bad here too. Thankfully, my allergies haven't kicked in, but I am kind of like secluded in my bedroom, so it might help. It was shrapnel sneezing 7 times in a row. God damn. BRB got call your mum. I hope you have a lovely conversation with your mother.
Nothing, just some muck.
But still, if it's people you don't see very often, you should still try to go for at least a little bit. You don't exactly go out very often.
This thing is still intact.
I'm telling you it was bad. I'm getting that it was bad. I understand it was bad.
I think a bed of hot coals would be comfier.
I'm not really sure what they want me to do. Bombs flying around like snow, and we're both sitting there eye-watering, season like, me, yo, friend, yo. Me, you alive over there, friend? Nope. Me, good, friend, bitch. that would be Shin tomorrow. That'll be exactly what happens to Shin tomorrow. How are you feeling today? Is it better today?
The guard keeps drinking from this cup.
Maybe I should talk to these two.
Not now. I don't...
Alright, let's go outside. Because sometimes you do have to talk to these people to, like, get the plot going. And that's the only thing I can think of right now. Witty Tit is here.
Hey, Phil? Got any ideas for getting rid of that guard?
Nothing is coming to mind. I must confess, in parting with my guitar, I feel as if some of my creative spark went with it. I had not realized I had grown so attached. Ignore me, my friend. A passing mood.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
Any ideas for getting us past that guard?
Actually, yes. He doesn't look too tough. I could probably scare him off with a little gunplay. Only trouble is, I'm out of bullets.
Oh, good.
Actually, I've already got some.
Great. Shall we go ahead with the plan?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's run him off.
You on breakout work? How is work being? I'm sorry I wasn't here to hear all about the meeting yesterday. I did not wake up. No meeting? Oh, nice.
Huh?
I did wonder. I hadn't heard you talk about the meeting recently, so I did wonder. It's been alright.
Nice job, Danny. Now to get those
Oh, by the
doors
way,
open.
my mum did get me
Somehow.
something for a treat. But you've all guilt-tripped me into not touching it.
Massive doors. Do they lead underground?
I'll just step away. Well, at least you still got your hydrate, right? You would. She's got a pack of Cadbury cream eggs for us to share. But only when we decide we're definitely cheating. And the fact that she used the word cheat, and then I thought of my chat, I was like, I can't do this. I have to be good. I can't do it. But anything at all. It's like I had super fever. How are you feeling today, though?
It fits.
Okay for now. Well, I told everyone I cancelled.
Santa Maria.
I cancelled Resident Evil, and you're the only one that thinks Resident Evil's still going on. So if you need a cancel, you can. Or if you want to play something else, you can.
Quite an elaborate contraption.
Alright, we're going in.
Don't know where this thing came from, but it seems important. Better take this card back. Don't want to be stuck down there.
I'll do one today. You finally had some sleep?
All right, folks. I think this is it. Wherever this takes us, I have a feeling Dr. Clark will be there.
The real question is, will we
You
be
can
able
play
to
some more
return here once we found it?
DMC5.
I sure hope so.
Maybe one of us should stay up here, just in case.
There's no telling what we'll find down there. We should all stick together.
Okay.
I take another nap today. Down underground.
What in the ether is this place?
Caramba! Oh, we had better not be trapped down here.
Damn! I knew one of us should have stayed up there.
So now we're looking for two things. Clark and the exit.
What? We weren't expecting, who are you?
Then I wake up and wash clothes, make the kids some food. Nice. Tuesday, Rumi cut her hand and had to go to ER, so that's why I lost sleep. She's fine. Oh, that's good to know. She's fine. I'm happy to hear. I needed stitches. That fucking sucks. Is she going home for the holidays, or is she staying at the flat for the holidays?
I could easily ask you the same thing.
I'm one of Dr. Clark's lab assistants.
I see. Could you take us to him?
Hang on. You still haven't said why you're here.
We've come on General Laporte's orders.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Right, come with me.
How is Batman doing with his food?
Goodness, this place is really something.
I'm glad you think so.
What's that big glowing thing down there?
That's our etheric generator. Powers
thing's
most
quite
everything
fun.
down here. You get used to the noise. Follow me, please.
Likes his fooding.
I'll
Nice.
just be a moment.
It's definitely the best way to wean them.
Do
And
you
he has
think
a bath and
suspects
milk.
anything?
I think we're okay so far. Just follow my lead.
Sorry, customer. You don't have to apologize. You're at work.
General Laporte's curiosity was too much for him to bear. I told him he could come for a demonstration next week. Instead, he sends 3 proxies. I will never understand that man's rationale. But you're here now, so you may as well see what we've got. I'm Dr. Bennett Clark, by the way. And you are?
I'm Miss Legere. This is Mr. Marquez and Mr. Luo. We are General Laporte's press corps, here to learn about your research.
The General wants
Stay
to
up till like 3 and couldn't sleep anymore.
Already? After everything we've gone through to keep it quiet, I swear the man changes his mind more often than most.
You haven't had any sleep, like, for days though, right?
Project Rosewater. I'm afraid the testing chamber only accommodates 4. One of you will have to stay out here with Joshua, but you may
most of it was your fault though, right? Most of it was your fault for not going to bed early.
As I said, we weren't expecting anyone until next week. The prototype still needs refinement. Nevertheless, we have made a breakthrough.
Prototype of what, exactly?
You mean the General didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised? There, on the tripod.
Down to his Mother Nature.
The whole purpose and object of Project Rosewater. Juliet, is the prototype ready for demonstration?
Just give me nuclear winter.
So, Doctor,
wow.
But who are we demonstrating it for?
Miss Legere and her companions. The team sent by General Laporte. Now, please, do us the honors.
Yes, Doctor.
Santo cielo.
Whoa.
We have managed to confine the chaotic etheric discharge to a very narrow, focused beam over a distance of up to 6 meters.
They're making weapons, guys. They're gonna zap people to non-existence.
Reaching nearly 68.2% efficiency. This results in complete vaporization of most organic targets, with only minimal atmosphere.
It's pretty much an antimatter gun, yeah.
Immediate vicinity.
Basically, he was doing it to make it electric, right? He was trying to make a power source. But then he basically killed 6 people or something. So obviously, he's got funding now to make the weapon instead of what he really wanted.
I assure you that is also completely temporary.
Híjole. Can you smell that music?
There are sometimes
And he enjoyed it.
synesthetic side effects. That too will pass. Of course, there is plenty of room for improvement in range, energy efficiency, fine-tuning of the beam's intensity and area of effect, user-friendliness and safety. But as proof of concept, this irrefutably demonstrates that the principle is sound and that it can be scaled up.
Oh, no, that's me.
Well, thank you for that.
I should play Schedule 1. It's funny weed game.
I'm afraid you must excuse me. I have some...
I've not actually watched anyone play it yet.
I must attend to. If only I'd been forewarned of your arrival, I might have made arrangements. In any event, if you have questions...
No one's had a boner in a brothel. There were no survivors.
Just be mindful not to touch anything.
I lost like 30 hours and 40... I don't have time for things like that, though. That's the sad thing. I just don't have any time, full stop.
Who knows what they keep in there? Not while Clark's around. It appears to be a charging device. There's a small round socket at the top.
I'm a comic book, can't recall which one. Maybe a stream game. But that's the problem, I have so many games for stream. I need to get The Last of Us 2 done.
All sorts of numbers and
we've got Elroy and the Aliens to play, then Old Skies comes out next
flashing
week.
Lights and other displays.
I want to do a Terraria run.
It means something or is just meant to look pretty. Looks like some demented puzzle box. Pardon me.
Sorry, can't talk right now. If you've got any questions, ask Dr. Clark.
So this is Project Rosewater. The lab assistant's desk. She's written some notes, but I have no idea what they mean.
I do not have No Man's Sky.
Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
Just how long have you been down in this facility?
8 months. We've made extraordinary progress, as you can see. I admit, I had some misgivings when I first learned what would be required of us, but it turns out the isolation has done wonders for our productivity.
So who built this whole underground complex anyway? I'm guessing it wasn't always a secret ethericity.
50 hours? Oh my god, you started on January 1st this year? God damn.
I specified. Everything was already prepared for us when I arrived in El Presidio. General Laporte isn't exactly forthcoming with information he considers irrelevant.
I was just enthralled. I can't play games that long anymore. Like, any game I've got over 100 hours in will be games that I play in a group. I just, like, I feel guilty if I spend too long playing a game.
Why did you agree to work on this project?
But then I guess my other problem is that at the minute, if I have free time, I feel like I need to fill my free time up with working on YouTube stuff. So if I'm not working on YouTube stuff, then I feel like I'm wasting time that could be going on YouTube. Which is a problem I have. I had it yesterday. I kept turning Dave the Diver on and off because I was like, I better do some work. Can't do any work. I've got a migraine. Let's play Dave the Diver again. But maybe I could do a little bit of work. Can't do any work. I've got a migraine. I'm barely surviving.
I'm certain anyone in my position would have jumped at the opportunity.
At the opportunity?
Who came up with Project
Barely.
My understanding.
I'm barely alive these days.
For the benefit of the Vespuccian army, General Laporte.
Or 255 or 256. I've heard it's very big.
Other than the
Still had so many systems to explore and discover. Some days are just a bust and you got accepted. That is true. I did, as I said earlier, I did spend about 5 hours yesterday playing, Dave the Diver. I've gotten further in Dave the Diver than I ever have before, but I had to restart because I couldn't remember how to play it.
Should have a stable, fully functioning prototype by the end of the year.
I fought a giant squid.
What exactly is the
I was watching Advantris on the side. That's probably my bigger problem right now, is that I'm obsessed with getting through Advantris, the Witchlight campaign, because the new season of that starts, like, next week, I think.
Where does it stop?
You'd have to ask him that question.
How did this project get the name Rosewater?
Nope, not gonna get anything done today. There's no version of today where I'm not lazy. I wish I was more motivated to do things. I'm really sad that this video for Old Skies is probably not gonna get made. Which is fine, because we're gonna play Old Skies next week.
In that case, why don't you bring Rosewater with you? When I found out he made that the official title of the project, it made me smile.
The game has to offer except living ships and organic frigates, and they're all found that pretty much you found in the game. Going around dogfighting pirates, wrecking, building bases here and there. No, that's fair. It's very fair. It's very fair. Like, again, it's a problem I've always had. I have anxiety about wasting time. I've always had that problem. But it's worse now that, like, I'm self-employed and doing a lot of, like, online stuff, right? Because I had plans to make sure that I got to a certain point by this anniversary. I kind of reached them. I reached them enough that Avia was able to convince me to keep streaming. And Amanda, Avia and Amanda, the ANA, you know, they managed to keep me, like, streaming, but I need to see some, like, progress. But it's hard when you're a one-person team doing so many things, you know? It's just, it's tiring. It's tiring. It's tiring. But I've never liked to sit down for a long period playing a game because I just feel guilty about playing the game. And then I'll get to a point where I'm like, I could be playing a different game or watching a TV show or something. I've always been a bit weird like that. Ken's last episode of... I haven't actually seen him play Repo. Is it really funny? I haven't watched his gaming stuff. Old skies. Old skies. Skies. As in what's above us. You waste your time, you steal me time from the hustle system that grinds us down. It's the new Wadget Eye game that comes out next week.
Just how did you come to discover the existence of ethericity?
Ah, no, that's a story. When I was a boy, I read about the ancient Greeks and their studies of the heavens. Certain texts made obscure references
oh,
to
dang. I need to watch it now.
Subsisting in the atmosphere.
Alright, stream's over. I'm gonna go watch Ken and Dane.
From electricity, the idea seized my imagination and sparked my passion for the pursuit of ethericity. I developed an instrument that I called the aetherometer in order to probe the atmosphere.
Send it to my DMs, yeah.
Imagine my delight when I discovered that ethericity was in
I'll watch it after stream.
Unfortunately, the aetherometer
I hope it's got Terry Crews
nonsense by so-called spiritualists who believe they can use it to talk with the dead.
I'd like to know your perspective on the Lamplight City Expo incident.
That was a dark day. Everything
was it
I
raining?
worked for came crashing down in a matter of seconds. Being maligned and ostracized was bad enough, but I can still hear the
doing 1 or 2 hours of just flying around in outer space is comfort game. That's how I feel about the Darkest Dungeon. I don't even have that many hours in Darkest Dungeon, but every like couple months, I tend to put Darkest Dungeon on and just do like a couple hours of killing people.
What inspired you to become a scientist?
They played it pretty heavily modded. Maybe Saturday would be fun to do modded.
Were able to pay for my studies in Paris, which is where I earned my doctorate in physics. But
modded Repo.
I still saw
I'll have a look what mods they've got.
Things going on around me. Others seem not to see, but I did. Upon my return to
I need to do something on Saturday. I can't just not do anything on Saturday. Because I'm not celebrating my birthday this year, so I need to do my anniversary stream, right? If we're not doing birthday, we need to do anniversary at least.
I would like to believe I've achieved that.
Do you know much about General Laporte?
Not a great deal, no.
And
I only
Minecraft
met
map?
him when he summoned me to El Presidio. We speak occasionally, but only about professional matters. Just as well, I suppose. His interests don't align particularly well with mine.
So your relationship is purely professional?
It's an acquaintanceship at best.
I'll let you get back to it.
Have a good dark cyclo.
Hey, Phil? Would you look at this place? It's incredible.
When we entered Clark's lab in the desert, I considered it an abomination. But now, I cannot find the words to describe this accursed place.
Diet veggie
The sooner we
cookies.
find a way back to the surface,
I have
the
these things called sunbites. They're really nice. They're like high in fiber, whole grain crisp type things. We get the sweet chili ones. They're really, really nice. You can stack them and protect your sick computer with a fiber wall. I kind of need to piss really bad. Oh, my break's not that long away. I'm gonna say I really need a piss, but I can wait for my break.
Really something.
So
Never
Laporte's
catch
got
me
Clark developing
alive.
etheric weapons for the military. This throws a wrench in Shaw's plans.
Despicable. Typical military.
Good luck with the grocery
To
shopping.
secure for itself awesome powers of death and destruction, without the knowledge or consent of the people. Perhaps Dr. Clark will be willing to abandon this project and turn his ambitions to something less wicked.
Perhaps. But I can't just ask him with his
If I
assistant
hit back
right
by
there.
tomorrow, send help.
Maybe I can get her to leave the testing chamber so I can have a moment alone with Clark.
I just want to look at the fruit.
These tomatoes are thriving. Must be all the exposure to ethericity.
I could make it. My community always make me
Controls,
chuckle.
gauges, and dials.
You know what
Who
else
knows
makes
what
me
they're
chuckle? Chuckles. The fact that I have a
Looks
hotkey
like
just
more
for a
complex
monkey, not a
version of
monkey, a
console back in
clown.
Clark's desert lab.
Could be a monkey. Monkey clown. Have you ever imagined a monkey clown, guys?
An etheric generator. It's big and loud.
Just like me.
There's a card slot next to the door. Seems to be locked. There's no handle.
Chuckle chimp. Chuckliest of chimps.
The lab assistants share a room? Not sure if that's progressive or scandalous.
I mean, it's a bunk bed, Harley. Fucking bunk bed, okay?
You could almost think you were in some nice hotel and forget you were in a secret, illegal, underground laboratory beneath a ruined fort on a cursed, haunted island. Just some clothes and a couple of storage boxes. Just some The only indication of time down here.
My weed is making everyone vomit after they smoke. It's fine, though.
A set of encyclopedias.
Maybe they want to vomit. Maybe they're coming to you to vomit.
The box is full of odds and ends. Some sewing and personal grooming supplies.
They do keep coming back, exactly. They're there for the vomit, you know?
Bars of Aurum. Lots of them.
I did think about getting Schedule 1, because it is like the in game for streamers right now, but as I said, I just got so many things that I want to do.
Some kind of little oven for heating food.
Because I have Rosewater, I still got Eat Elroy and the Aliens. As I said, Old Skies comes out next week. I really want to do The Last of Us 2. And I got like a load of games that I fucking want.
Hey,
I want to play
can we
off
talk?
stream. There's early access
What's on
though,
your
and I
mind?
doubt we'll ever be finished like all of these games. It's definitely, I know Hat Films have been playing in it. It's definitely a game that I know I'm going to enjoy watching Hat Films play. Just pickpocket the weed back and says, and save money and product. Exactly.
Have you been down here long?
About 7 months, I think. Without any sunlight, you really lose all sense of time. Sometimes it feels like decades.
No sunlight? You mean you never go outside?
No, of course not. Is this some kind of test? The terms were made very clear when we signed onto this project. We don't break protocol. I do really miss the sun, though. Sometimes I feel like a mushroom down here.
How did you become interested in etheric research?
I was already a researcher when I met Dr. Clark, but my field was chemistry. I had dabbled some with etheric experiments after hearing about Clark's research. When I saw him at the Lamplight City Expo, I knew I wanted to work with him, despite what happened. After the dust settled, I approached him about taking me on as an assistant. I got the feeling he was just surprised to still have any support.
Don't you ever get bored here?
Sure, all the time. We've got books, but I've read them all. This is my
You
third
also
time
replayed
through
Mass
this
Effect 1 and I'm doing
At
2.
least
Oh,
this
nice!
phase of the project's near completion.
I was thinking of
Maybe
playing
we'll
Mass
get some
Effect
time up top
sometime.
before the next one.
Mainly, I went and looked on Xbox, and it's all on Xbox, so I was like... Or the
Never would've
Game
dreamed
Pass, I
there
guess.
was
I don't have an
secret
Xbox, but
facility
Game
under
Pass.
this
I have
rock in
Game
the middle of
Pass.
the bay. Who built it anyway?
Have you not played it
Military,
before?
I
I think
guess.
I've played
Had
a
to be
little
someone
bit
with
of
very deep
1,
pockets.
but
Everything
no, I
was
haven't
already in
actually
place
played
before
it
they
properly
moved us in.
ever. I have a feeling I have maybe 1 on Steam.
What are your thoughts on Project Rosewater?
Honestly, I try not to think about it too much. We're doing important scientific research. I can't deny that. Just because our focus is on weapons doesn't mean our results can't be used for other applications.
How do you like working with Dr. Clark?
It has its moments, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't stressful. He gets wound up sometimes, which I understand. But other times he picks strange things to get cross about.
Like what?
Well, his biggest bugbear
Everyone
is
played it
food
at
in
the,
testing
at the
chamber.
time. You
I
should.
made the mistake
It came
of
out
taking
when I
my
wasn't
lunch in
playing
there
games, so I
once,
didn't even really
and he
hear
just about
about
had a
it
conniption.
until about
Cleanliness is one thing,
2020.
but this is a whole other level.
Anything that came out like mid-noughties to 2020, I vaguely might know about, but probably never touched.
So Clark dislikes food in the testing chamber, does he?
Dislikes? More like detests.
Know anything about General Laporte?
I saw him once, right at the start of the project. Didn't talk to him. He seemed kind of intense. He's the one running the show, as far as I can tell. Beyond that, the man's a total mystery.
Alright, so we're gonna
Okay,
use our red
see you
banana,
around.
guys.
Bye.
Shin is being put to use. Yeah.
Clark will see me. Hey, Phil? Think you might occupy Dr. Clark's attention for a few minutes?
Of course. I can be very engaging after all.
Have I timed this badly?
Dr. Clark, may I have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
No, I timed it perfectly, I think.
There. Now to watch the fireworks.
What? Miss Montgomery, what is the meaning of this? How many times have I said, no food in the testing chamber?
But
I don't want excuses. Clear it out. Put away the power cell. Done with testing today.
Yes, Dr. Clark.
Are we gonna get the gun? Are we gonna be able to blap 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 everyone into unexistence?
I apologize for that, Miss Leger, but I'm very particular about rules.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
You play on that console, disgusting. And I'm like, bitch, I have a console. I can play the games I want to play. You hit the red ring of death, and now I have no console, and here you are playing on mine. So something fucking get out.
Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
Dr. Clark, there's something I need to tell you. We're not really from General Laporte's press corps.
What? Who are you then?
Some folks who are hired by D.W. Shaw to come find you.
The head of Vespuccia Petrol.
The very same.
What does she want with me?
She wants you to help her company pivot from oil to ethericity.
How does she intend to circumvent the ban?
She seems to think it'll be lifted soon. Or that she can influence things in that direction.
So she would have me...
I never really had friends with consoles, so I never got into the console wars. I always just had a
As
PlayStation.
an alternative power source, yes. It might even replace coal and oil.
It wasn't even because I disliked the Xbox, I just had a PlayStation. It was what I got, so I kept with it.
This project in secret, and at considerable expense, I'm sure. It's not the sort of thing one can just walk away from.
Laporte doesn't have to know anything about this. We could fake your death somehow and get you away.
Miss Leger, let's not be ridiculous.
So you're dead set on staying here? You won't consider Shaw's offer?
I admit
Thank
it's
you for
enticing,
57
but
months of despair.
is it worth
Lurk
the
got
risk?
to call the bank and run to the store, but I am here and awake.
Yo, Avia, well done on being awake. I'm proud of you. Congrats on being awake. Go call the bank and run to the store. I will probably be here for a bit. Enjoy your day. Your best friend had every console.
I'm not so sure Laporte is acting in his capacity as a military general with the full backing and authority of the Vespuccian government here. We've seen plenty of things that don't add up. The clandestine nighttime shipments, the hired private agents, the hidden underground base, all the convoluted arrangements here, the fact that all this research is still technically illegal. I think this is all a side gig. Some kind of secret conspiracy running on misappropriated funds. Don't you see? That means he doesn't have power over you. You could expose everything that's going on here. You'd have leverage over him.
I think that means he could send someone to murder me to keep me quiet, and not lose a wink of sleep over it. That's not exactly convincing me to leave.
I had the Dreamcast and Sega.
If it's Laporte you're afraid of, I'm sure Shaw can protect you.
Can she? The General is a powerful man. I'm not willing to risk getting on his bad side.
I had all of the Sega consoles. I had a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I've got a 5. I had the GameCube, the N64. We had a C64. We had a Spectrum at some point. I've had the Game Boy Color. I didn't get a Game Boy Advance, but I had a DS, a 3DS, and a Switch. I had the Wii and the Wii U as well. Yo, thank you for the lurk, Toya. So I had a lot of them. I didn't have all of them, though.
If nothing else, don't you want to get back into the world again?
Perhaps.
I had everything at some point up until PlayStation 4. Now I don't buy consoles anymore.
Looks like some demented puzzle box. The lab assistant's desk. She's written some notes, but I have no idea what they mean. I don't think I'm allowed in there. At least, not while there's someone watching.
I have all Nintendo consoles minus the NES, but I have a retro duo I use. Fair. Avia, go call your bank and go to the store. Game Boy Advance, GBA,
I've got nothing
SP,
to ask
DSP, PSP, PS Vita. Oh, I had the Game Gear as well. The Game Gear.
Can we talk?
I suppose so.
Just how long have you been working down here?
Good question. It's difficult keeping
The
track of
gam
time.
gear.
We're in September, right?
November, actually.
Oh, then it's been longer than I thought. We came down here in March.
What sparked your interest in etheric research?
I followed Dr. Clark's career from the early days. He was one of the first to begin advancing etheric theory with practical experiments. Not only that, he was getting results. After I graduated from university, I sent him my thesis on the effects of ethericity on plants and animals. I guess that made me one of the few practical researchers out there.
Is she the daughter of the woman who was killing her servants? Welcome back, Jonathan. How much do you look like Popeye now? It is, yep. Oh, damn! I was about to say before she said about her university thing, she looks familiar to someone in the first game. And I know we'd seen about her, before. Not really like Popeye to me. No, you're the living Popeye with all your spinach, you know? That's fucking cool.
How do you keep from getting bored?
The work is pretty all-consuming, and we don't have much of a social scene down here. Dr. Clark is kind enough to lend us his books to pass the quiet hours.
Do you know who built this place?
I suppose this is an old army
Who's
base.
that clown on my
but
shoulder?
Clark's
That's
had it fitted with
Chuckles.
some really state-of-the-art equipment. We're lucky to be so well-resourced.
He's a space clown with chlamydia.
I was blown away by that demonstration. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Huh. We've been working on it non-stop, but there are a lot of kinks to work out before it'll be field ready. For instance, we still can't get more than one shot.
What
out
a
of each power
slutty
cell.
clown!
I suppose in an actual battlefield situation, you'd need to carry around a lot of cells
The
and
space
reload for
clap?
every shot, like cannonballs. But the power cells are still very difficult
Look,
to construct.
you
so
don't
many have
mess
a few
with clowns,
prototypes.
okay?
We have to recharge them constantly.
Mess with the clowns, you get the clap.
How long does it normally take to charge one of the power cells?
Around 6 hours.
Wow.
Wow is right. Joshua hooked one up to the etheric generator and discovered that it charged instantly. But Dr. Clark wasn't happy about it.
Why not?
He said it made the power cell unstable. But we didn't have to wait all day for the next charge, and Joshua was even able to get 2 shots out of that one.
Oy,
The
great.
overcharge effect is certainly something we should investigate later.
I do need a piss.
What was that about a faster way to charge the power cells?
Joshua figured out that hooking the power cell to the etheric generator charged it instantly, but Dr. Clark discouraged it because it makes the power cell unstable.
Alright, so that's the hint of what we're doing, but I need a piss, and you need a break. So I'll BRB, RBRB, BRB, PRB, buh.
Been acting strange all day.
Please just come. And don't forget your talisman. You must wear it always.
When a woman has to ask you to please come now,
Love.
you're doing something wrong, my dude.
Love will set you free. Love means never having to say you're sorry. I realized that I loved you more than everything. More than the sunrise. I thought the pain in my soul would never heal. But you make me feel human.
Best part of life is having someone worth waiting for. I got lost in you, and that kind of loss is exactly like being found. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. It's something I believe in my blood. With everything happens for a reason. That also means love. And I keep on falling, keep on falling. I'm falling in love with you. And I keep on falling, keeping falling, falling in love. Oh, oh, oh. And I keep on, and I keep on, and I keep on, and I keep on falling in love. I'm falling in love.
Look, let's just drop all the pretense, okay? Obviously, I found the passageway. I know what's been going on in this little Alpinian love nest, and really, I couldn't care less. If you want to screw around with your employer, that's none of my business.
Grace, stop!
What I'm put up with is this assisting the Schottenjäger crap. I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important. I'm doing the research that Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around. And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to call and give me permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad!
Okay, fine. You do the damn research.
God damn, Grace!
Damn it.
I love being at the ocean with all of my friends and throwing frisbee to my mom and to my dad until my dad misses the frisbee about 30 feet that away because the wind
I've been cock-blocked by the game.
And I say, my bad, and he says, no.
Fun Handsome literally just told me he was going
I also
home.
like staying up late, swapping stories and listening to great music and dancing like no one's watching. And please, can someone please go to Starbucks and order me an iced grande white chocolate mocha with soy, please.
What is?
The troll. Oh my god.
Oh,
there you go.
alright.
That's why this is what I've been waiting for. Nice.
Tanking.
you asked me tanking.
Oh my god, you see that?
These final words. I'm tanking.
Fictional. The golf balls aren't that hard. I mean, they are hard, but they're not that hard. You're making this much harder than it needs to be, my friend. I'm hoping my commentary is helping you. I hope it's making you very happy. Don't forget, you need to jump to this side, right here. Vic, you've missed it. I knew I heard one. Hello, I'm back.
Between you and me, doesn't it concern you that ethericity is being weaponized?
Not at all. It's a powerful energy source, and this is one of many practical applications.
Welcome back, thank you. Welcome back, Dogma.
Less destructive purposes?
We live in a dangerous world, and these are uncertain times. Other nations
You gotta watch that
probably
moment
have their
again.
own
Which
etheric
moment?
weaponry development programs underway. If we didn't pursue this research, we'd be falling behind. A new weapon is most useful as a deterrent. Having it in your back pocket means everyone else thinks twice before firing on you. I know Dr. Clark's had some moral reservations about the military applications of ethericity, but he's a professional through and through.
So, what's working with Dr. Clark like?
He's a brilliant man. I learn something new from him every day.
He seems short-tempered.
Well, yes, but that's just the genius mind, isn't it? No room left over for navigating social niceties.
Can you tell me anything about General LaPorte?
Not really. I know he's the one overseeing this project, but I've never had the opportunity to speak with him.
I appreciate
Right, I need to
the
steal a
chat.
power
It's
cell.
nice to have someone new to talk to.
Listen, she talked to me like I was an asshole. Can I distract?
Can't think of anything to ask. Not while Clark's around. Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
You'd prefer your research be used to find new ways to kill people?
No, but
Look, I understand. You suffered a terrible setback after the expo. I'm sure it must have been hard. You probably felt like nobody would ever take you seriously again.
You have no idea.
I do know that if I were in your shoes, I'd have probably grabbed onto any lifeline. But I can tell your heart's not really in it, especially knowing what it is you're building.
Yes, well...
So you're gonna squander this opportunity to do some real good in the world?
Oh
Because
no.
you're afraid of
I
a
can't
stuffy
turn
old
Chuckles
general?
off, guys. Chuckles is stuck.
Miss Leger, this isn't about me. This is about humanity. I'll come with you.
Chuckles!
Oh, goodness. How shall we...
Oh no, how tragic.
Do this discreetly. My assistants can't know what's going on. I'm going to my quarters to settle some things. Excuse me.
Damn. The revolution could use someone with your persuasive skills.
Too bad my Spanish is lousy. Locked, naturally.
Locked, naturally. Naturally.
Got it. I'm sure they won't miss just one power cell. Or maybe they will. Either way, I've got one now.
I got one now.
It's displaying all sorts of numbers and readings I can't begin to comprehend.
Guys, would you believe me if I told you this is one of the best games I've ever played? Would you believe me? Stuckles, he is. Oh. 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 I know this button does that. And once in a while, I get Shin's twerking ass thrown at me. I might.
Ah, hello. I'm just leaving a note for my assistants.
Explaining why you're giving them the slip?
I feel I owe it to them.
Some old dude was being creepy. Was the old dude warted? Because I could tell him off. Warted, stop being creepy.
Desk. What is it they say about desks and minds? A toolbox. Naturally, Clark would be a tinkerer. Might I borrow your screwdriver, Dr. Clark?
By all means.
Dr. Clark seems nice. I didn't expect him. I thought he was gonna be like a crotchety little old white
plenty of
man.
books down here. Who are those busts of?
Galileo, Copernicus, Da Vinci. 3 great men who changed the world as we know it.
I knew Galileo and Da
Add
Vinci.
your
I didn't know
likeness to the
Copernicus
collection
though.
someday?
Well, I wouldn't be opposed if I'd earned it, of course.
A ferrotype of a desert landscape. It's a ferrotype of Clark's old lab near Rosewater.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say? No, it wasn't watered.
Dr. Clark?
Yes.
For a
what is it?
change.
So how do we make our escape without alerting your assistants?
First things first. We need to call the elevator so we have a way out. But we also need to find a way to disable the communications relay. Otherwise, the alarm will be raised and they'll catch us in no time.
So how can we call the elevator?
Good question. It requires a 4-digit code. To my knowledge, the only people who know
Wow,
it,
4 wars,
General
eh?
Laporte and the guard upstairs.
Too bad I didn't think to ask what it was before getting rid of him.
Without that code, we are stuck.
I'll figure something out. Could you explain this communications relay thing?
Of course. Next to the elevator, there's a device we can use to contact the person standing guard upstairs. It's mainly for emergency use. If the guard doesn't respond after a time, the wires relay the signal to Laporte's office.
So we need to disable it to keep Laporte from suspecting anything.
Precisely.
Something I've been wondering about.
Hmm?
When we first started looking for you, the idea was floated, let's say, that you had a stash somewhere of cash left over from investments in your research that had to be concealed once the work became illegal. Is there any truth to that notion?
You're asking me to tell you if I have a secret hidden fortune.
Well, I don't expect you to tell me where or hand it over or anything. I'm just
Yo,
curious to know
who?
if there was really anything to the rumor
Welcome
at
in.
all,
Thank you for
or
the
if
6
it
months
was all just
resubscribe.
dust
I hope you're
and
doing
fairy
well.
What do you think?
It's gotta be a load of bull. Pretty far-fetched. Still, I've gotta go there and ask the questions, right? That's the only way to get the full story.
Let me come out, because I haven't added Hoop to my shout out yet. I should add Hoop, though. You're doing good? Nice. There you go. We are just maybe about to finish this game. Maybe.
Did you know that
I'm
a
about to
group of
blow
these
something up.
perceived worshippers flocked to
Got a
your
fancy
old
new
lab
badge?
and
Now
set up
you
a commune
do.
there?
My lab in Rosewater?
Yup. We met them when we went there looking for clues as to your whereabouts. They picked everything clean. Built a kind of museum to you and your work.
I had no idea, but my work always attracted strange sorts. Curious gawkers would show up now and again, hoping to catch a glimpse of something spectacular, or the angry bereaved, threatening vengeance for the victims of the disaster. It's been quite a relief, not having to worry about all that down here.
That commune by your lab, they're from a religious movement calling themselves the Luminarians. They believe a whole bunch of gobbledygook about glowing people who live in the ether, and people who die from ethericity being really lucky because they go to etheric heaven or something, and they like to paint shadows and butterflies all over everything for some reason. They also think you're some sort of saint or prophet, and there's a mural with a painting of you looking like you're going through this kind of portal in space and talking to some glowy angel alien.
Oh wait a minute, did we see this? Did he look like this in the mural? I don't remember it.
Well, it may come to you as a bit of good news that your old lab won't be attracting any more strange folk.
Oh no?
We, kinda blew it up.
What? Why did you do that?
There is no such thing as Silicon Heaven.
Necessary
Then
in
where
order
do
to
all
find
the
the
calculators
information
go?
we needed to locate you. It's kinda complicated. But you weren't planning on ever going back there, right?
No, I suppose I wasn't. That was a complicated chapter in my life.
Where would all the
Probably for
calculators
the
go?
best it's gone and done with.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Right, time to blow another lab up. The one above the chef? Oh. You know, I never noticed it. It might not surprise you. I didn't notice it.
I'd better not. Who knows if this thing is unstable?
Are these two having sex?
He's asleep. Best keep it that way.
They had quick sex. Very quick sex. Okay, now let's go this way. A quickie. A very quick quickie. Can you just, like, thank you. You're tearing up my heart when I'm with you. I don't know why I've got it. I saw teared up. And that's...
Stabbing it won't help.
I don't see any screws. I
It's
see
the
screws.
communications relay. We need to disable it before getting Clark out of here.
What have we got? We got a bunch of stuff.
Never seen a lamp glow green before.
It is rather eerie.
Oh, there's definitely screws there, though.
There we go.
Blaming me? Did I blame you?
Guess I pressed too many.
What am I looking for?
A strange wooden card lined with metal. It's got some holes on one side.
For tearing up and yawning? Fair. Oh, not the yawning. The yawning's just me. I'm a boring cat. Shut up. Shut up, cat. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. And on 1. Three. 4.
Guess I pressed too many.
5. 6. We're 8. 8. 8.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Copy
Guess
that.
I pressed too many.
How was my piss break? My piss break was good. I'll shut up for a taco.
Hey, Phil? I can't quite figure out this doohickey that runs the elevator.
It seems pressing the buttons causes those pistons to lower, no? Clearly there is some configuration that will call the lift. Perhaps it has something to do with the keycard you used above ground.
Any ideas to disable the communications relay?
Well, I never encountered a piece of machinery I could not blow up.
Did you hide,
Hey,
Ray?
Danny?
Yes, Harley.
You're hooped, Ray.
How do you
You're
suppose they
hooped,
managed
Ray.
to build a place like this under an island?
Don't know, but whoever did it must be real serious about Dr. Clark's research.
I'm not sure what to make of the elevator device.
It looks complicated. What happens when you press the buttons?
Little pistons come down
Keeps
and make
his brakes
contact with the middle
consistent.
plate.
So you're looking for the right combination or pattern? Maybe it has to do with that keycard you used to get down here.
Any idea how we can disable the communications relay?
Don't suppose there's an off switch?
None that I can see.
Maybe it's time to look for a sledgehammer.
Alright, so this is it.
A strange wooden card lined.
Maybe it's... What's that? That's 2. Can't be 1. Can't be. Definitely 2 though. Classic Phil. Classic Phil. Maybe... No.
Guess that wasn't the right code.
What is 5? Is 5 just 1? 5 is just that one. Oh, well, this is much easier. I'm just gonna brute force it, guys. 5. I don't really get it. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, am I looking at it backwards? So if I'm looking at it this way... So then... that would be 5. Yeah, 1. No, it's not 1. fix either. Or no. Five, 2. I'm just looking at this. I don't feel this is helpful to look at. Maybe... It is 0 there. 0 there. Yo, Cruz, how's it going?
I have no idea.
Then it would be... It still wouldn't be 6, though.
Guess that was.
It is to a point following what we've got, but I don't really know where the dots are meant to be. Don't worry, Watered. I'm guessing I'm being stupid. Oh, wait a minute. It's upside down as well. Oh, God. 2, 3... You're just putting some dots? Thank you. I appreciate your dots. That's a safe bet. So it would have been 3 there, 8, 8, 5. So this is going to be it then, right? What's still one?
There! That was it. I figured out the code. The elevator's ready to be called.
Excelente. Let us make our escape.
Not just yet. I need to take care of the communications relay.
The what?
That contraption on the wall there. Clark said we need to disable it before we leave.
I guess I should have visualized how you were putting the card into the machine, right? Like, I wasn't really visualizing how you'd put the card into the machine. There we go. There is a way you could have made it easier. Could I have picked up the card when I was in that section? Did I just not think about opening the inventory at that point? Either way, you finally got it right. I did.
So this is what powers the etheric pistol.
By doing literally what you just said. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. I genuinely don't know why I didn't think of it. God damn.
Looks like a more complex version of the console back in Clark's desert lab.
Just...
An etheric generator. It's big and loud. There's nowhere to plug the power cell in. I'll have to find a way to connect it to the generator. An etheric gen...
This...
Controls, gauges, and dials. Who knows what they're for? Some kind of little oven for heating food, I think. This thing is in dire...
Doesn't have anything for screws, right?
I'd better not. There's a card slot next to the door. It's unlocked. Clark must be in his quarters.
That
won't go in the slot.
That won't go in the slot. That won't go in the slot, guys. It won't go in the slot.
There, it's charging, I think. Drat. It appears to be...
I
can't charge that.
I'm gonna sit here and charge this for forever.
There. This thing is taking forever to charge. There must be a faster way. Drat. Can we talk?
I suppose.
What was that about?
Joshua figured out that hooking the power cell to the etheric generator charged it instantly, but Dr. Clark discouraged.
I appreciate.
It's nice.
What is this?
A couple of wires from that food heating device.
It is wires. Can I use my wires? Wire?
This seems like a good place to attach the wires.
Here we go. Now we're gonna blow shit up.
Here we go. Hope this works. Wow, it charged up almost instantly. That won't do much.
Can he use this to blow things up?
So this is what powers the etheric pistol.
Hey, Phil. Any idea?
Well, I never encountered a piece.
A power cell for an etheric pistol. It's fully charged and ready to be loaded.
Oh, do I need to grab the pistol?
So this...
Oh, we're doing it, guys!
Let's
We're gonna
hope
have a
nobody
gun!
Notices this is missing.
Ah, look at this! We've got a gun!
Locked and loaded.
I am now so dangerous. I could kill anyone. Oh, cat, you keep out of my way. No, go in the slot. I'm gonna shoot it. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, we're gonna shoot this thing though. We're not actually gonna kill anyone. We're gonna shoot this. I'm gonna be boring and shoot something on the wall.
Stand back. I'm taking this thing out.
My Merkin is showing. My Merkin always shows, apparently.
Whoa! Híjole!
Híjole!
I thought the plan was to do this discreetly.
Desperate times and all that. Now come on, let's get out of here.
You're taking the prototype, I see. Wait, where did you get a charged power cell? We only charged one up, and we used it in the demonstration.
I hooked this one up to the etheric generator.
You what? That's incredibly dangerous. That kind of unfiltered surge would leave the power cell completely unstable. Unless it's discharged within the next, 20 minutes. It will explode.
Oh, we'll have to worry about that later. Let's get back topside before your assistants figure out what's going on.
If that power cell starts glowing white, you had better let me know quick.
Do I have to keep looking at my inventory now?
After you, Doctor.
Where's my timer? Someone count to 20 minutes.
Hold it right there.
Shouldn't you be cowering under your bed?
Shut up. Hand over your weapons and come with us. There's someone wants to see you.
Why would we give them our weapons? We have a disintegrator. Just disintegrate. Disintegrate everyone. God, this game is so beautiful, guys.
Taking some air, Dr. Clark? Kindly stand over there if you would. You three, up against the wall.
She had this funny pistol on her.
Ah, there it is. Can't let this fall into the wrong hands, can we? Now, have you got anything to say for yourself?
How did you know we were here?
I had you followed after our encounter at the Jolly
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why we didn't think about that.
We are not thieves.
No, you raided my supply wagon, broke into my private room, took my key card from my safe, and stole my etheric pistol. If you're not thieves, you should consider taking it up. You're naturals.
We were tasked with finding Dr. Clark. Everything we did was necessary to that end.
Now, I hardly think that's true. It's clear to me you've no idea what you've stepped into. So, who put you up to this?
It was Gentleman Jake. He was leading us on a search supposedly for Clark's lost fortune.
Lost fortune? Curious.
A lot of
Though
these
I'd be
voices
rather
sound
shocked if he
familiar.
Came up with that all on his own. We've chatted long enough.
General, what are you doing?
Conducting my own test, Doctor. It's time to see if your prototype really works.
Not so fast, Laporte. I would strongly advise you not to fire that pistol.
And just who in blazes are you?
Timothy King, representing D.W. Shaw and Vespuccia Petrol.
Why have you come to this little summit?
Miss Legere and her companions were charged with delivering Dr. Clark to my employer. They are the company's responsibility. I'll have to insist you stop interfering with our agents and let them go.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Boys, take care of this louse.
Stand down, pendejo!
Lieutenant General!
Well, we've got all kinds coming out of the woodwork tonight. And who might you be?
Lieutenant General Marisol de la Vega. You must be General Laporte.
Seems you new Spanish revolutionaries are much cleverer than I was led to believe.
Cabron.
General Marquez assigned me to trace the suspicious shipments of Aurum passing through Fort Beaumont. The trail led here.
Well, bully for you. Perhaps if you attended more to affairs in your own country, you rebels could accomplish more than mounting the occasional irritating riot for Spain to put down. But instead, here you are irritating me.
I gotta put a bullet in your head, Laporte.
Do so, and you'll receive one in kind. That goes for Mr. King as well.
It would seem we have reached an impasse.
I'm afraid the word impasse is not in my vocabulary.
Aren't I entitled to some last words?
Yes, I
The
suppose
fucking
so.
music
Go
as
on.
well.
I must say, of all the people I've met, you're the most unstable. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Clark?
Oh, yes.
What?
General Laporte, there is something you need to know.
Now, Clark? Really?
I'm afraid it's quite important.
What then?
Well, you see, in my research, we uncovered some fascinating facts about the nature of ethericity. As it turns out, etheric particles, when agitated, enter a state of flux. They begin to dance, in a manner of speaking.
Yes, and...
Well, normally this isn't a problem, but if one were to, say, contain an excessive etheric charge in a small container, the particles would
Welcome back,
dance
Whit.
with an ever-growing intensity. They would continue this frantic movement until, after a certain amount of time, the
You're ready
harmonic
to see someone get
resonances
blown up,
caused
that's
by
for
the
sure.
vibration of the particles would rapidly intensify, at which point, with no outlet, they would quite literally explode.
Are you saying you've discovered how to make an etheric bomb?
Yes. That would be more or less the long and short of it.
That is excellent news. Although this is a strange time to deliver it. We'll have to work it into the next phase of the project.
Well, as it turns out, I'm a bit ahead of schedule.
Oh?
Yes. An etheric bomb has already been developed.
Clark, you mad genius. I knew it was a wise decision to hire you. I can't wait to see this new weapon.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna see it.
Oh dear.
Santa Maria.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Nice going, Doctor.
That was... Oh my. I wasn't sure how much longer I could keep stalling.
That was one of the most satisfying explosions I have
love
ever
it.
seen.
Let's get off this rock, shall we?
That was fantastic. And the fucking Western music going in the background. Just perfect.
Well done, Lieutenant General. I knew you would come through.
Of course, Comandante. Now that we have discovered the destination of Laporte's clandestine Aurum shipments, how shall we proceed?
It is clear the General will no longer be needing his Aurum. How remarkable that in his final moments he chose to donate it all to the glorious cause of the revolution. You will find it all stashed away down in the base underground. I leave the arrangements in your hands.
Will you be returning with me?
Not just yet. I need to return with the others to collect our payment.
Very well. We can rendezvous on the island later.
This game has been absolutely amazing. I love this game so much. I can't wait to replay it a couple times.
We're back, ma'am.
I assume everything has been taken care of?
All loose ends have been tied.
Splendid. Send them in.
You were looking for more Michael Bay, but it was
No
quite funny
idea how
still.
pleased I am at
Just
your
him turning into a
success.
little skeleton, it was
Good, finally met your
perfect.
acquaintance, Doctor. I am D.W. Shaw.
I was guessing there wasn't going to be like a big explosion because you were too
pleasure
close
is
to
all
him.
mine.
You'd all die,
We
right?
have much to discuss.
Oh,
First, I must conclude my business with Miss Legere and her companions.
Chuckles is stuck. I can't get... Oh no, Chuckles is gone now. I don't know why it didn't work. All the other times I pressed the button.
You've been through a great deal.
Chuckles is now
Cannot
gone.
Thank you enough.
We were almost killed, you know.
I imagined it would be a dangerous undertaking. Yet here you stand before me. I won't keep you any longer. Here is your payment. Mr. Ackerman was promised 25,000, but considering all your trouble, I've increased it to 27.
Oh, how
I'm sure you'll
generous.
find it easier to divide.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw.
Pleasure doing business with you. Before you go,
You couldn't see it, but the money's
make some
down behind my
inquiries and
body.
learned a few rather compelling things about General Laporte. I could share the information if you like.
Go on, then.
It seems General Laporte was a staunch supporter of Mr. Atwood's trade party, quite vocal about his desire for the advancement of steam tech and etheric research. There were also rumours.
I'm happy they give you the option, because if you decide to play this game again or speedrun it, you get a chance to skip that.
Apparently so.
You think Project Rosewater was
Gotta
meant
go
to
take my
arm
daily
some
walk
kind
around
of
the pad block.
etheric
Get your
revolution?
walk in. Get those steps
I am merely
in.
relaying the information I've learned. Anything beyond that is pure speculation. The only person with knowledge of Laporte's motives is the man himself.
And he's now
And that
dead.
information died with him. Well, with him gone and the prototype pistol destroyed, whatever plans he had can't come to fruition.
For now, yes.
I don't wanna.
But I can tell you one thing about this world. It is rare that one accomplishes anything of note alone.
We should get back to our hotel. It's been a long night.
Indeed. Goodbye, Miss Legere. I hope you and your friends enjoy the rest of your time in El Presidio.
Like the cat toy's
And
better
thank
than
you,
his as I
Miss
look
Legere.
over and see him eating
I
one.
appreciate your facilitating this new opportunity.
Best of luck to you, Dr. Clark. This was all very enlightening.
The following evening.
So, what are you two planning on doing next?
Lieutenant General de la Vega has secured Laporte's Aurum. That, along with his money, will go quite a long way to funding the revolution. We will have no trouble procuring arms now our coffers are nearly bursting.
What about you, Danny?
I'm not really sure. Suppose it wouldn't be such a bad idea to visit my folks. It's been too long. After that, guess I've got to find a new line of work.
On that subject, how would you feel about joining the new Spanish Revolution?
What? Really?
You have proven yourself to be a skilled gunslinger. We could use someone with your talents.
I don't know. I'm not really the fighting type.
I beg to differ. You are one of the strongest men I have ever encountered. It would be an honor to fight alongside you. What do you say, compadre?
All right. I'll do it.
Excelente.
And what about you,
Excelente.
Suppose I'll head back to Rosewater. I've got an article to write after all.
So, this is where we bid each other farewell, eh?
This is where we part ways, for now. But you know where to find me. And you can be damn sure I'll write back.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Lola? How did you find us?
I'm a tracker, remember? Anyways, I'm heading back to Rosewater. Wanted to see if you needed a lift.
Yeah, that'd be much appreciated.
Then let's get a move on.
You ever for a moment consider just slowing down a tad?
Never. Say your farewells and let's go.
I'll see you both
God,
around.
the cats have a million
It was a real
toys.
pleasure traveling with you.
Hasta luego.
So long.
Is Nadine out here? Sometime later. How did Lola the Tracker find us? No idea. Do we have different clothes on? No, we're still wearing the same outfit.
I'm back.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Did I miss anything while I was gone?
Let's see. There was a dust devil by the saloon that nearly knocked Sheriff Gamble's hat off.
Front page news, then.
Seriously, though, I spoke with the leader of the Autumn. She gave me some good stuff. The article runs next week. What of your great adventure?
Concluded now. But I've got plenty of material for an article. Maybe even 5.
And you'd best get to it. Better to jot everything
I
down.
started
while
bringing
it's
my
still fresh.
socks downstairs.
Right you are,
That's
boss.
funny.
They say the end of every journey marks the beginning of another. If there's any truth to that, this writer hopes the next one is decidedly duller. My companions and I set out from Rosewater and traveled across the Vespuccian frontier, encountering bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more friends and foes. We were led to believe that our quest was for Dr. Bennett Clark's missing fortune, but as it turned out, we were on the trail of the very man himself. The following is an account of that journey, with no detail spared, no fact left unrelated. And so at the journey's end, you may ask yourself, dear reader, what of the main players in this saga? Danny joined Phil's revolution and accompanied him back south. The two of them have led a successful campaign, driving back the Spanish army and claiming large stretches of territory as safe havens for the people of New Spain. The fight is far from over, but the spirit of the revolution is stronger than ever. Nadine Redbird has written to tell me she has fully recovered from her wounds and begun the process of obtaining her medical license. She tells me she plans to convert Lola Johnson's wagon into a kind of mobile clinic, traveling the frontier helping those in need. It will be a welcome change from the usual traveling merchants hawking miracle cures. I can think of no one more qualified to dispense medical care.
That's
As
pretty
for
cute.
Miss
That Ho and
Johnson,
Lola are
This
together.
new business venture will hopefully be more to her liking. At the very least, she now sets her own course, rather than bending to the whims of her clients. Miss
I like
Johnson
that.
truly opened up and offered me her friendship, for which I am ever grateful. I am truly happy that she and Nadine have found each other. Of course, I must acknowledge the catalyst for this grand adventure, Gentleman Jake Ackerman, albeit with some trepidation. For while it's true that he
I'm
set
kind
the
of sad he
sole
didn't
adventure
come
in
back.
motion, it is my unpleasant duty to inform you, dear readers.
I'm kind of sad he didn't show up at the end.
Far from the brave and noble hero he purports to be, Jake showed his true colors.
So
in
I
the
guess
moment of
it also, like,
found
it's
himself
nice to
ambushed
have
by
someone who
Blackburn
sticks to his actual character.
turned and fled.
I think you get through this
leaving
without
us to
meaning to
face the
snooze
ruthless
ads. If it
barbarians
looks like
on
I'm
our
not going to, make sure to snooze the ads, but
I have not
hopefully we
heard from him
will.
since, nor would I wish to. As far as I'm concerned, he could be dead in a ditch or drowned in cheap whiskey in some dark saloon corner. The sooner this fallen star fades from our collective memories, the better we can all sleep. As for Dr. Clark, he seems happy in his new employment at Vespuccia Petrol. I can only hope his contributions to Mrs. Shaw's enterprise offer greater balm to the restless, inventive mind than the manufacture of apocalyptic weaponry. That, dear readers, is the long and the short of it. This was an adventure unlike any other I've been on. I doubt any other will ever compare. Whew, my hand hurts. We'll see what Joni has to say about this in the morning. Well, what do you think?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes, of course I do.
It's good. Very good. It's great, actually. There's just no way on God's green earth we can print this.
Why not?
Secret underground laboratories, government conspiracies, special projects to develop etheric weapons. No one will believe a word of it. Not to mention you name some very powerful and important people who'd have me locked up for libel with a snap of a finger.
So what do you suggest I do?
I'm thinking perhaps you can repurpose it.
Come again?
This story's got everything. Adventure, mad scientists, conspiracies, betrayals. Folk could pay through the nose to read this. If it were a novel.
Novel?
Sure. All you have to do is change the names, do a little narrative restructuring. You can even say it's based on actual events. That way we're off the hook if anyone's feathers get ruffled. What do you think?
A whole book, huh?
Trust me, I have a nose for these things. This one smells like a hit. You're sitting on a pile of aurum.
All right. I'll do it.
Excellent. Now all we need's a title.
That's your job, isn't it?
Suppose it is. It needs to be something catchy. Something simple yet evocative.
They're gonna call it Rosewater.
Something like...
That's pretty cool. Whoa. Dude, that was so good. This game is so good. Oh, I love this game. I think I love this game more than Lamplight City. This was so fun. The fucking traveling section in the middle of the game. Oh my god, I thought that was never gonna end.
Thank you for the bitties.
Yo, Wit, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it.
Dime que me haré, sin tu amor, flor silvestre. Si los días no me pertenecen, desde que crucé tu jardín. Si tu aroma mi alma carece, pierdo el deseo de vivir. Y cuando volveré, a en mis brazos tenerte. Si estando libre tú eres feliz, cuando nadie tu paso detiene, la distancia no se compadece de estos ojos que sufren por ti. Y vivo la ilusión de que un día regreses. Entre abrazos y caricias confieses que no hay vida sin mí. Y dime qué me haré sin tu amor, flor silvestre. Si los días no me pertenecen, desde que crucé tu jardín, si tu aroma mi alma carece, pierdo el deseo de vivir.
It's got great replayability than Lamplight, but I do love them both. They're both very, very good games. I think I'm just so in love with Harley. Like, it's just so very good. It was so well written. Lamplight City was well written. God, I like that. That was so good. Everyone should go play this game. It's such a fantastic game. And there's many puzzles in it that you can solve in multiple different ways. The whole travel section is RNG. I believe what it said, you get like a new game plus. So you get to pick and choose what events you see in the traveling screen. There's so much to this game that was just fantastic. Do 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 do. It was good, guys. It was better than I ever thought it was gonna be. I'm so impressed. I'm so very impressed. I'm gobsmacked. Maybe not quite gobsmacked because I'm still talking. You can choose it if you want. You see, it's good for me because, like, as I've said, I want to make a quick review. Thank you for the bear, Shin. I want to do a quick review, but I also want to then do like a proper full review of it, so it'll help me with that so that I can get as much into that review later in the year. It's kind of the same. I want to do a quick review of Lamplight City, then do a longer review when I've gone through it all. Now I'm bear smacked. I was bear smacked. How are you feeling? Did you get home okay? The Magfest dances. I know of Magfest. I've heard of Magfest. I was fine, and now allergies. Are they as bad as yesterday? Or are they at least better than yesterday? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hopefully it's going to prevent it. It just started. I mean, I guess, like, rain will kind of maybe also make it a little worse sometimes, because it's gonna, like, spread the pollen a little more. Maybe. I'm sorry, it's, Yo, One Short Eye! I know One Short Eye. If you've never watched One Short Eye's videos on, adventure game speedruns, you should. Their videos are fantastic. Rain is supposed to help. It's supposed to help, but I don't feel like it does. I can't give it 4 points. Why not? What was wrong? What was wrong with the game, Candle? Why does it not get 4 points? Yo, Save Your Game podcast is the one that Pushing Up Roses does. His name has been in this credit sequence like 5 or 10 times, Candle. I don't think he did voicing in it, but he seems to have worked on it. Bonus content unlocked in settings menu. But yeah, I hope you feel better, Shin. Bonus content. Bloopers. There's always fucking bloopers.
If you're serious about joining, you'll observe the customs. Also, it's an adventure game. That's why. Click on me. Click on me again. Ouch. Stop clicking on me. If you would just stop clicking on me, I would tell you what to do next. Ooh, that felt good, though. Not there. Don't click there. This is not a mature-rated game. Okay.
I swear the man changes his mind more often than most change their bitches. I swear the man changed their bitches. Oh, man. Yo, what's up? Got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't a one. Anyway.
Evocator. All right. it's not Chumley. It's like, it's not
Just a giant pile of consonants. It's okay.
It's just a giant pile of consonants.
Dialogue 15. Ah, I hit my thing. You're okay. You're okay. I'm normal. I'm a normal person.
I appreciate you must have many questions, Miss Leg. Is it Legger or Ledger? Leger. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
I see. Excuse me. Little frog. Little frog. Morning voice. Ragweed season. Every year I'm like, why am I dying? And it's the same plant. Pardon the death metal noise. Hold on.
There you go, Shin. There's someone that's also
Are there
suffering.
monsters in this game? That's a shame.
You're one of the few people that got Vespuccia right on the first try, also.
Vespuccia, Vespuccia. Ah, my old dairy. Diary. I was going to say, wow, see, where are the cows?
Where are the cows? Cows went to church. Oh, dude. We saw a lot of Lola's wagon. My new star, Joni and Lola diary sketches. Lydia Hotel lobby. Moo to you, sir. Moo to you too, sir. Oh, so they're gonna bring out commentary as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you've got like a new player, new game plus, and then you can pick which ones you want to do, which is pretty cool. Mewtwo. They should have tried harder anyway. Wow. Wow. Wow, I can't believe you'd say that. I can't believe you'd say that. I can't believe you'd say that. You're sassy like that even when it isn't your birthday. Yes, you can. Yes, I very much can. I very much can. Commentary is going to be about 6 months after release, as he did with Lamplight. Fair, fair. I can't wait to hear it. Ow. I just hurt myself, guys. I'm not very smart, and I hurt myself with a book. That was a really good game. That isn't even near as outrageous as some of this stuff. No? No what? No what? No. What are we